Okay, I didn't actually expect the screen to go dark. I was trying to play it up, but yeah. Oh, baby. My time skip is unbeatable. Uh-oh. Owens, welcome in first in the chat. Claim it, claim it, claim it. Claim it. You gotta claim it. There you go, my man. Congratulations on being first, bro. First things first, how are you doing? Oh shit, bats! Claim it, claim it. Second in the chat. You got it, bro. What's going on? My fellows, my registered nurses, how we doing today? We're gonna hit the ground running today because I feel very good. I feel very positive. I have not slept since Sunday morning. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but my body is all types of weird today, but that does not matter one bit, okay? I just want to point that out, but yo, how we doing? Were you guys able to get into the Monster Hunter Wilds beta? Let's just start with that right away, right? Were you guys able to play Monster Hunter at all? Throughout the weekend. I literally got to play like a tiny little bit on Sunday and I was pissed off, bro. I told the story on the Discord. For those of you who haven't checked out the Discord, I got into a fight to do Arkveld, and it wasn't like I hosted the quest. I joined a quest that was ongoing, but it had just started. And when I was doing the quest, one of the guys, he kept trolling. He was like straight up griefing, where he kept using a dunk pod on the Arkveld and it kept running away because that's what the dunk pod does, right? You use it on the monster goes, uh-oh, stinky, I'm embarrassed, I have to go. And so they do. Jesus Christ. Bro, I put this shirt on 5 minutes ago. Ew! Ew, what the fuck? This shirt has a fatal flaw. But y'all are my registered nerd. Y'all, let's just pretend we didn't see that. I bought this shirt on Saturday because this was like a plain shirt. I didn't think it would fucking do that. Me keeping my arms to my fucking sides, indefinitely. For free. Oh yeah. We're so back. We're so fucking back. Stream ain't even been up for 5 minutes. I already want to jump off a fucking bridge, bro. Ew, what the fuck? Ew. Anyway, let me finish my thought before I lose my fucking mind. So I went to this place. I went to finish the quest or do the quest. Why did I say finish the quest? And it fucking the person kept using dung pods, and because of that I was not able to do the quest because it kept running away. Mind you, Arkveld's quest is already supposed to be like extremely time sensitive. It's supposed to be like 20 minutes and it's an elder dragon. It's supposed to be like you're not really able to beat it unless you are in a group of 4 or you're by yourself and you're like on point the whole time. And because this person kept dung podding, it would lose us valuable time, which means that, of course, we freaking lost. To the point where like 10 minutes into the hunt, because the guy kept griefing, the host of the hunt was like, you know what? Fuck this. And then he booted everybody out of the quest. It was basically a dead quest at that point. And I was just like, bro, come on. Come on. It's so stupid. But welcome in, everybody. That was a part of my weekend. The other part was that I haven't slept since I slept on Saturday night. That was the last time I slept. I don't know what the hell's going on with me. I had a very long conversation with one of my besties earlier today. I opted out of going to work today because it's a 2-hour drive there, 2-hour drive back. I did not think that would be an intelligent move if I'm on no sleep. I haven't slept since Saturday night. I feel okay. I don't feel mentally dull. I don't feel physically tired. That's just to say I'm functioning. I'm okay, but I'm not okay. You know what I mean? Hoping to sleep like a baby today. That's why I started stream slightly early, is so that, you know, if we go till 8:30, 9:30, something like that, it can be early enough that I try to squeeze in some sleep. Well, let me catch up with the chat. I feel like shit. I have said flu. Owens, I am sorry to hear that, my man. Did you catch it over the weekend? Is this like a new thing? Did you get it from the kids? I know, bro, kids, they will walk around with every germ on the planet. They have the cheese touch, bro. You ever watch Diary of a Wimpy Kid? They got the cheese touch. Horrifying affliction. Let me see. Me and my sister just got over it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that too. Everybody's getting sick. Like, half the streamer-roonies that I know and talk to, they're like, yeah, bro, I'm sick. I caught something. It's bad. Whatever's going on is bad. Played Friday morning and that was it. I couldn't beat it because I've been too sick to concentrate. And then this is the part of the chat where absolutely nothing happened and we're not gonna point it out. Hello Vaughn, hello Hannah. Time skip? Yes. I will very briefly, let me catch you guys up, right? So let me go to this screen because, you know, some things have happened in the journey. It is with a heavy heart, you know, we gotta bring it back. We lost Sheriff the Starly. We didn't really get too attached, but it's still a blow to the team, right? This was like, what, our first Pokemon? Tough. We lost Chalamet, the Clefairy. This hurt a lot because of the fact that, one, it's a Clefairy. It is a very tanky Pokemon. For those who don't know too much about Pokemon, these stats are not too shabby for the defensive side, and its special attack is pretty good too, right? Clefable is a motherfucker to fight, and yeah, big blow to the team. Very big blow. It was sad, it was brutal, but honestly, if not for Chalamet's sacrifice, the run would have been dead. So we did lose a valuable member, but it has allowed us to continue with the journey. The same exact fight where we lost Chalamet, we also lost Ralph Lauren, the Roselia. This hurt a lot because, again, look at the stats. Special attack 74, juicy. Special defense 66, great. All the other stats are pretty okay, but very strong on the special side of things. Also, good moveset. It had just learned Poison Sting, Stun Spore is great, blah, 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 blah. We lost both of these members in the same fight to a random Gyarados that was in a double battle. It was actually the worst possible scenario. It was like Gyarados and a Kadabra. Kadabra being pretty strong and fast, Gyarados being a complete stat monster. Like, every single stat is juiced the fuck up. And we lost Ralph Lauren and Chalamet to scrape through that fight. And technically, we should have lost the Thing as well, our Graveler. But they misplayed. Instead of attacking the Graveler for a guaranteed kill, they attacked Chalamet and literally bought us the single turn that we needed to not lose the entire run, right? So we lost them in a very dramatic fashion, but literally, like, it could have been so much worse. We could have lost everybody. We could have lost everything. Wise, hello, good evening. I hope you're doing good. Let me drop some shouty outies for all the people here. Hello, Vaughn. How you doing, Pookie Bear? You look so good today, like my little otter, nice and muscular and lean. Hannah, good oh yeah, Vaughn already did it. I was literally typing it in. Thank you, Vaughn. Hannah, I hope you're doing good. Loved the Dale and Dawson stream. My PC, dude, Thursday evening when I came back from work, my PC was blue screening the entire time. I was not able to do anything, but also I didn't sleep well that day either, so yeah, I wasn't gonna be able to stream on Thursday anyway. And then on Friday, I don't stream anyway, but then my PC was giving me an insane amount of issues. I was just blue screening for like 2 hours straight. I kind of had to, you know, I'm not a very tech savvy guy, kind of did what I could. Right now my PC is doing okay, no blue screens since Friday, but if the stream abruptly ends, you will know why. Having some PC issues, but I'm looking to upgrade because I think it might be about that time. I upgraded the whole rig. Maybe it's time to upgrade the the PC on top of everything else. But hi everybody, I'm so happy to have you guys here. That double battle was stressful. It might have been the most stressful battle I've ever done in a Nuzlocke, dude. We lost two of my favorites, which is like, hey, that's what happens in Nuzlocks, right? I feel like the hat must make the news more palpable. Bunny, I didn't even see you. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we lost Chalamet the Clefairy. Its name is Chalamet because it's a boy Clefairy. It hurts. It really does. I'm laughing through the pain, but man, I really love this thing. So, this is why I am announcing that, you know, Nuzlocks are all about the story. I had like a big argument, well, not argument, that's not fair. I had a big discussion online with a lot of people talking about Nuzlocke. I was like, you know, what do you guys like to see in a Nuzlocke, right? What do you guys like to see? Do you like to see the difficult content, the fact that somebody will just automate the experience and kind of be like, when Nuzlocke came out, when Nuzlocke became a thing, it was a narrative experience. It was like, yeah, it was made to make a baby's RPG into a slightly more difficult experience, something with a little more challenge, a little more tactical finesse required. But over time, Nuzlocke evolved to be, instead of a storytelling thing with like these unlikely heroes and Pokemon that you wouldn't want to use or like to use or that are popular, but you make do with what you got. It turned from that into a more challenge heavy thing, right? Like, yes, there's a bunch of ROMs that make the games harder, but a lot of popular Nuzlocke content now is, the Pokemon don't fucking matter. It's about the person and the struggle they go through to make do with what they have and get to the end. It kind of takes the soul away from the Nuzlocke, in my opinion. But to each their own, right? Like, there's no wrong way to do it. I just like the narrative side of things more, but the narrative has kind of shifted less from making a fun story about the Pokemon to it's the person using the Pokemon like tools, practically. Kind of takes the soul away from the original thing, right? It's not about the attachment to the Pokemon. And that was a great discussion. Honestly, that was a great discussion. And here we are now, where I'm kind of doubling down on the original, like the original way that Nuzlocke were, right? The original thing was it's all centered on the Pokemon. So we lost Chalamet, we lost Ralph Lauren, we lost two very important members of the team. So what we need to do now is a time skip. In an anime, when you lose two very important characters, you got to do a time skip. Everybody's got to hit the gym. Everybody's got to get big and strong. And that's exactly what I did. In the time between the last stream that I did on Wednesday, I believe, and now, the team has undergone a time skip. Including me. Look, I'm in my time skip design. I grew my hair out long and I wear exclusively sweatpants, and that's my time skip design, is longer hair, cowboy hat, and sweatpants. Also, Cisco, what was good, my boy? Good to have you here, man. I'm also like to see how the Nuzlocke handles each battle. If I want to see story, I'd play it on my own. Yeah, that's facts. Like, I don't think anybody watches a Nuzlocke to be like, how's the story of Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl? Like, come on. Everybody and their mama has played that already, right? I like seeing the unique teams that get built from them. Like you mentioned, you get to see some some old shine that you wouldn't otherwise have played normally. Yeah, like when I did my first Nuzlocke, which was Gen 3, it was Oras, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I had a Hariyama that I was very deeply attached to. Its name was Broly, and I would never use a Hariyama. I'm like, that dude's ass, bro. If you want a fighting type, you could get Machop, you could get Meditite, you could get Lucario. There are so many better fighting types than Hariyama, but it's what I got given. And then I grew so attached to this thing. I'll do this just the one time, but if you guys don't know, I do have the YouTube. The first Nuzlocke I ever did was on there. The second Nuzlocke I ever did was on there. We are pumping out the content, man. I'm very happy with how the YouTube is going so far. But if you guys want to kill some time, if you want to watch like a 20-30 minute video about, you know, some of the shit that we do here, that's the place to go. So I won't talk too much about the old Nuzlocks, but yeah. I enjoy watching how people would perform with the limitations they have and how far they can get. That is very well articulated. I think you're completely right, right? Like, you could get bad luck and you can get some pretty bad Pokemon, like just objectively bad. And it's like, well, how will these dumbasses get scrape their way to the league, right? I want to see how people handle playing through a game without being able to pick what they get. Yeah, that's part of the fun of the Nuzlocke is like, well, I guess I'm using this, I guess I'm using that. I can't front. We did get really lucky with some of the encounters in this game. For example, Chalamet was a very rare encounter. A very rare encounter. Another cool Pokemon that we got to show off the time skip, Dr. Strange the Abra. After undergoing a time skip, he is now in his full form as the Sorcerer Supreme. Level 31 with 101 special attack is fucking crazy. And he's got some bloodlust too, because he has high, like naturally high attack and low special defense. This dude is like the muscle wizard or something. Like, he might put the spoons down and just make a fist and be like, you know what? Doof, 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 doof. So I think it'd be funny if we taught him like a move that makes no sense for an Alakazam to have, like Ice Punch or some shit, if we can do that. I'll tell you right now, this Psychic attack is gonna hit like a ton of bricks, right? Also, we taught a Shockwave because Crasher Wake is the next gym leader. I'm not taking any chances. We're gonna outspeed everybody in that gym and we are going to fucking just crush. We're gonna crush, bro. In the wise words of a Jamaican neighbor that I had as a kid, when we go to Crasher Wake, we're gonna put belt to ass. Belt to ass. All right? It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna put fucking Crasher Wake on a Goodyear blimp. I'm gonna palm him like a basketball. The morning sweats. Man's his hit from Super. Oh, what? Fucking Doctor Strange? But that's not all, right? We did have to replace 2 members of the team. It is a rotating door now, so we do what we can. Tupac, the Shellos. The reason it's called Tupac is because it is the West Coast Shellos, because it's pink. If it were the East Coast Shellos, it would be blue. And then I would have to name it Biggie. Or like Kendrick and J. Cole, so you know, something topical, right? But point being, Tupac is going to be an incredible member of the team. Will probably end up being on the end game team, if I'm being honest, but we need to get there first. It's not going to be pretty, but we need to get there first. I don't think it has great stats right now. It's kind of butt cheeks, but it will evolve soon, and when it does, it's going to be incredible because it also has Storm Drain. Storm Drain makes it completely immune to water type attacks. The next gym is water, but hopefully we don't need to go into this guy. And hopefully we sweep. We also have the Thing, who miraculously somehow survives the encounter against a Gyarados and a Kadabra. This thing should not be alive. It should not be alive. I'm very grateful that it is, but the fact that it's alive is crazy. Because the opposing trainer that had the Gyarados should have... The AI should have seen the kill, right? Oh, if I use Waterfall on this fucking Graveler, I'm gonna turn him into the Pebble, right? Very simple, very simple. But somehow it was like, no, I'm gonna hit him where it hurts. I'm gonna attack the Clefairy that is frozen. So it's time to put belt to ass, reminding me of the old days of my parents. Put those words to action. I too have childhood trauma, Owens. I know exactly what you're talking about. I love that saying. We're gonna bring it back. We're bringing it back. But yeah, the Thing somehow survived. We also have Girl Boss the Murkrow, right? This is going to not be useful for the next gym, but will be very useful in the gym after that. I'm a little worried about Fantina. Chip Dust, oh my goodness. And Dim Sum leading the raid, hello. Okay, you're getting a shout out. Welcome in, we were just catching up. What were you guys up to? Hold on. Batman Arkham Origins? Ooh. Ooh, is it a first playthrough? That's fucking sick. I actually re-downloaded all those games, like the Arkham Asylum, City, and Night. I don't think Origins was part of like the trilogy. I'm so happy for you. Those games fucking rule. Also, hello Chip Dust, hello Dim Sum, hello Beats. Hi guys. Welcome in. I was just catching up everybody on how the Nuzlocke is going. We did lose a lot of incredible members on the last stream to a insane Gyarados. I don't know what to tell you. We should have wiped, but between Ralph Lauren and Chalamet, we managed to scrape on by, right? And we underwent a time skip. This is time skip Nacho, right? You know how in an anime like One Piece or something, you endure some losses and then you gotta do a time skip, right? To level up, show everybody that you can be stronger. This is the time skip. Our Cadaver turned into an Alakazam. Tupac is a little stronger. The Thing survived. Girl Boss the Murkrow, which, yeah, wise. Girl Boss, love her already. This is gonna be an important member for the Ghost type gym. Although there's one thing that might be an issue. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Here's another major player of the time skip. Our Machoke evolved into a Machamp. That's right, baby. Scott Steiner, the genetic freak, is now a Machamp. Once again, level 30. Look at this attack stat. 96. He fights like a middle-aged man. 96 and 101 HP. This thing, bro, this low sweep is like, remember when I said earlier, we're gonna put belt to ass. This thing is going to crush. This is a grown man. Also, somehow we got an adamant Machamp in a Nuzlocke. That's insane. And then we have the leader of the team, right? We got Ignis, the Monferno, very soon gonna be an Infernape. This, because it's a mixed attacker, this is not gonna be the final moveset, but it's gonna look a little bit like this for a while, right? I'm terrified of close combat because it can very quickly backfire on us. It's gonna lower our defenses, and then it turns him into a glass cannon. Not good. Flamethrower is our strongest move technically, but after Power Up Punch, Flame Wheel is actually stronger. And then Mach Punch is there to outspeed so that no matter what, speed is never a factor in a decision. The team comp may switch. I probably will not be throwing Flare Blitz on here because it will kill it. I probably won't be throwing Close Combat on there because it will kill him. If we lose the Monferno, it is devastating. I've never lost a starter that I cared about in the Nuzlocke before, so I don't plan to have that happen today. We missed the training arc. No, don't worry. The last stream I did was on Wednesday and we went into the Maylene fight, and all I did was between you guys and me, all I did was hit up JT after like 4 hours of getting the Nintendo Switch Online to work, and then I traded Machamp and Alakazam to evolve. And then eventually, when this thing learns Earthquake at 40, we will do the same thing. I will evolve him into Golem. We also have some members, like we got some auxiliary members on the team, right? We got Overrated, we got Charap, which is its default name, Diabel the Zubat, Ulysses the Ponyta, Pebble the Silcoon, Grimace the Ghastly. This one might have to come out if things get really bad. And we have Borgogni. I forgot I named it this. We have Borgogni the Cricketune. If you see me using Cricketune, just know things have turned dire in the Nuzlocke. Things have gone very, very wrong. Why is it named that? Which one? Borgogni? It's did I even spell it right? Borgogni. Oh, I didn't spell it right. That makes it even funnier. Is Bourgogne, which is a French Burgundy. No, Borgogni, whatever. I spelled it wrong. Doesn't matter. I just thought it was a funny word. Boom. Boom. Now that the team is updated and everybody in the wonderful, beautiful, handsome Twitch chat is caught up with the action, who's ready to keep it pushing? Who's ready to keep it pushing? What if I go right through this door and I get sucker punched by somebody way taller and stronger than me? Nah, it's okay. The rugged path. Let's take a look at what Pokemon we can encounter here. This is Route 214. Route 214. Route 214. We have... Loading up the encounter table. In Route 214, we can encounter Ponyta, Kricketune, Geodude, Sudowoodo, what the f... Stunky, which is good. Girafarig... Yeah, so the only Pokemon here that we can catch are Stunky or Girafarig, because we don't have either of them, right? Or we could save it for a swimming encounter, but there are so damn many swimming encounters that we are literally saving a lot of routes for the purpose of that, you know what I mean? Oh god, is that a psychic? Yeah, I was watching anime over the weekend. I was watching one of my favorites called Hajime no Ippo, which is an anime about a young Japanese boy in high school who decides to become a professional boxer, right? And one of the characters in said anime, we're gonna flamethrower. One of the characters in said anime, his name is Aoki, and he's like a gimmick boxer, if that makes sense. He doesn't fight traditionally. What he likes to do is he likes to fight like a jackass, basically. He he never takes anything seriously. Who can I send out for this? I don't really have a good Pokemon to fight psychic types. Like, at all. Oh dear. There seems to be a great weakness in this party. I don't know if their Kadabra has like a random grass knot, we lose the Graveler instantly. So let's not do that. The pronunciation on the French is amazing. Bonjour. Jamais-vous. Twitch.tv/Nacho Splash. That's really all the French I got. I also know omelette du fromage, ladies. I really don't got it like that. I have now exhausted all the French that I know. Oh my god. Sounds like what I'm about to do to this boss fight. I'm about to hit you with the Borgogni. Where he blend in with environment. Just asking in case something broke. Is the screen going all black when you click away from game normal? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. I don't have my second monitor, so when I go to this screen, that's the screen. Look, this is what I was supposed to be showing, but I don't link it to my other monitor. That's my bad. That's my bad. This is the table, right? Stunky, Girafarig. These are the only things that we can encounter on this route. Thank you guys for telling me. Y'all are so on point. And pretty. No, thank you. There we go. Girl boss is level 20. It's increasing in speed very fast. We actually got a lot of XP for that for some reason. And now a Mischievous. As soon as this thing learns a dark type move, we're gonna be sitting pretty. But until then, it's gonna be a bit of a grind. I thought you were pulling a now you see me bit. No. No, but thank you. But no, where are my manners? Chip Dust, thank you so much for the raid. Like I said, always happy to see familiar faces. I hope you guys are enjoying Batman, because those games freaking rule. I have a friend, I don't know if he's still in here right now or not, but my boy Cisco, right? He loves the Spider-Man games, right? Like he loves the Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, as you should, because they're pretty freaking good. But he has never played the Batman Arkham games, which is crazy to me because a lot of people don't know this. The combat in Spider-Man is identical to the combat in Spider-Man. Did I say Spider-Man twice? The combat in Spider-Man is exactly the same as the combat in Batman. That's what I meant to say. Like the Arkham City games and the Spider-Man like Sony games, they're the same. Like Peter uses gadgets, Batman uses gadgets. They both have like a dodge or counter button. They both do combos. They both get rewards based off of combo flow. It's very intentionally meant to be a not recreation, but you know what I mean, right? It's meant to be very similar. Who can I use here to catch a Pokemon? It has to be somebody weak who's not gonna die, but also isn't going to kill whoever I'm fighting. I feel like Graveler wouldn't be a bad idea, because then we could just Sandstorm and then spam Pokeballs. So remember guys, the only Pokemon we can catch here are Girafarig and Stonky. Not Ponyta. We don't care about Ponyta. Finished it today. It was good. Sadly, the PC port runs bad. Oh, I didn't know that. That's too bad. But no, how was it? I'm sure you enjoyed it. I literally, funny enough, Arkham Origins is the only Batman game that I'd never played. Who here in this chat has played the Batman Arkham series? I never played Origins. I played a little bit of the first one, and I played the second and the third one, Arkham City and Arkham Knight, all the way through. Believe it or not, those games hold up. My favorite will always be Web of Shadows. Dude, when I was in the Dominican Republic, one of my friends, he had a PlayStation 2? I don't remember if it was a PS2 or PS3 game, but he had the one that had Web of Shadows in it. And when we played it, it'd be like, oh, mira, play do. The Play 2, that's what we called it. And it was really cool because we would hand off the controller to play like the character in Web of Shadow, and we had a really good time with it. Those games are good. It's just a Spider-Man pointing meme. Wise, if that's not a meme already, we need to get on that and make it a meme, because that's actually really accurate. We might add another game to that rotation. You guys heard about the holy shit. He shouldn't. Wait, what if he does have self-destruct? It shouldn't kill even with a crit because we are mad jacked. I'm only worried about sturdy into self-destruct, but I don't know. The perfect cell is crazy. Yup, there it is. Harden. I wasn't looking. It looked like he was gonna blow up. I was wrong. Oh man. But yeah, I've not played any of them actually. Owens, if you liked the Spider-Man games, give the Batman ones a try. They do hold up. According to ChipJoss, do not play Arkham Origins on PC because apparently it doesn't run well, crashes. But aside from that, try to get a hold of them if you can, because they're very good. Also, if we don't get the encounter here, it's not really the end of the world. We can just keep the route alive and then come back when it is time to, you know, kind of round up encounters, eliminate some Pokemon from the table, things like that, right? Not that crazy. Arkham City's my GOAT. Night was okay. I played City when it came out and I was blown away. I was like, this is a masterpiece of the modern era, all that fruity stuff. And then Arkham Knight came out and I played it and I was like, it didn't hit as hard, but it was still a good game, you know? Like, this might sound hyperbolic. I feel as though Arkham City felt like a 9 out of 10 when it came out. Arkham Knight feels like a 7.5 when it came out. Like, it should objectively be a better game, but it kind of wasn't. Huh, yeah, now that I'm actually I'm learning something about myself. I was like, now that I'm talking it out, I'm like figuring it out on my own, where it's like, actually, wait, maybe it wasn't as good as I remember. Oh, snap. Yeah, yeah. That's because they forgot how to put belt to ass. What if Batman in the Arkham games, what if he had a Jamaican accent the whole time? And as soon as he runs into the oh my god, I almost went into the accent. What if he runs into the Joker and is like, me Joker sa, no sa, me put belt to ass. There we go. Right? Would the game then be a 10 out of 10? Would it surpass Arkham City? Listen, these Pokemon don't want to spawn for me. We might have to keep it pushing. I sold my GameCube to pay for the Arkham City Game of the Year edition. Sacrifices? Was that a worthwhile trade? Methinks the answer is yes. Because if you had your GameCube, but if you were, let's say, done with it, to put it bluntly, you trade it in, and then you get the Game of the Year edition, which, if I'm not mistaken, had you could play Nightwing. I think you could play as Harley. You could play as like a bunch of the other characters, if I'm remembering it right. I could be completely misremembering, and they're only in Arkham Knight. You know, I don't know. Those are good games. They were good enough that I went unprompted from anything. I went and downloaded the games, like all 3 of them, to have them ready in case I want to bust it out for the stream, right? You know me, I love to bust. Respectfully. Night was just kind of predictable. Isn't that the funniest part though? They were like, oh my god, who's the Arkham Knight? Who's the Arkham Knight? Who could it be? Whose toes are those? Who could it be? It's like, bro, everybody and their mama was pointing at the screen and I was like, come on. We know who the Arkham Knight is. Come on, stop. Right? There it is. It's a stonky. Alright, here we go. Time to eliminate the stank from the table. I have no idea if this thing could be dangerous or not, so we're just gonna use Sandstorm, and then we're gonna spam Ultra Balls. This is how we do it. He about to mash up Joker Blood Clot. That's crazy. I didn't know you spoke Batman patois as well, Owens. That's so crazy. And all the skins. Okay, well, the skins were pretty cool. My favorite one, I don't know if it was in the Game of the Year edition, because they explicitly made this hard to get. They knew, bro. They knew. You guys know Batman Beyond, right? Y'all got me talking about Batman Beyond. This shit's over now. The stream is about to take a turn for the worse. Batman Beyond, right? Terry McGinnis, Batman Beyond, Batman from the future, amazing character. He could have been like Miles Morales, bro. We could have been in a world where Terry McGinnis is like a new generation of Batman people's Batman. But alas, let's shelf that for a minute. Would you like to give Stunky a nickname? Quick. Name your least favorite person in chat right now. No. We're not doing that. It's gonna be the people doing like the pointing and laughing meme, and I'm gonna fucking punch my monitor. No. Facts. I'm like, if you don't take that goofy ass mask off. We knew who it was. Pepe, I'm down. Keep it nice and ambiguous. Did we cancel Pepe Le Pew or not? Yeah. Bats is saying JT Owens. Owens is desperately typing bats as we speak. I know how this goes. Uh-oh, speaking of stinky, Waffle House, hello. How are you? All jokes aside, how are you? Seriously. I hope you're okay. I hope you're doing good. Welcome to the Nuzlocke. What's up? Let's go. Dude, you missed the subathon. That French Scott has been hashtag canceled. Good. Pepe Le Pew was very problematic. I never fucked with that guy. For the record, I never fucked with that guy. I want people to know that. I was the day one hater. I was like, why are we Why are we cool with this? It's kind of crazy. I'm sorry it was out of my hands. Don't even worry about it. I'm just glad you're feeling a little better. I'm assuming you're feeling better. I could be wrong. I hope you're feeling better. But right, Terry McGinnis, right? Let's talk about it. Terry McGinnis, aka Batman Beyond, was a DLC costume for this dude. Supersonic? Nope, nice try. And now I'm +2, bozo. For Batman Arkham City and Arkham Origins, I don't know about Arkham Asylum. For both games, they made the Batman Beyond outfit a super exclusive skin for the games. Like, you could buy the DLC skins, you couldn't buy the Batman Beyond skin. It was like a pre-order bonus. Remember when pre-order bonuses were a thing? Not really a thing anymore. They usually just sell it as DLC for the same damn price anyway. But back in the day, they were dead ass like, hey, get this crazy horse skin for your horse in Red Dead if you pre-order the game. When pre-orders became like a thing. Also, JT, welcome to the time skip, man. This is my time skip design. Waffle House, just to introduce you to what's going on. We lost a couple members in the last episode of the Nuzlocke. We lost Chalamet the Clefairy, and we lost Ralph Lauren the Roselia. We have hit a time skip. We now have Scott Steiner and we have Doctor Strange in their final forms. Can we just get some Kendricks in the chat real quick? If everybody could just type Kendrick in the chat so that we could show some love to JT. Shout out to JT at 11 p.m. on, I believe it was Wednesday or Thursday. I have a horrible memory. He was the one who actually helped to trade me these Pokemon. If not for him, we would have been stuck with Kadabra and Machoke. So thank you, JT. I held these babies as they evolved. It's thanks to him. He did not need to do that, but he took time out of his day to throw us the trade, right? Which I do appreciate. This is the first time that I'm doing a Nuzlocke on a modern console and not, you know, sailing the high seas, if you know what I mean. So I was like, oh yeah, I can just trade now instead of hacking into the system and fucking evolving them the sinister way. So yes, thank you, JT. Welcome in, man. This is my post Nuzlocke, my post time skip design. I have a cowboy hat, I wear exclusively sweatpants, and my hair is slightly longer, but not too noticeably longer. But yeah, I believe it was Bats that was saying it. Where is it? The skin was in the Game of the Year edition. The Beyond outfit in Night is insane. I remember it because it was like, it was the Batman Beyond like outfit, but it was with Bruce Wayne's proportions. The reason I say that is because Terry McGinnis, he's a young man. He's like 16, maybe 17, and his whole deal is that he's like this street punk who took up the mantle of being Batman when his dad is murdered, and he's like, I need to enact justice because the city's fucked up, and they're like, I'm not gonna get it otherwise, right? And so he becomes Batman Beyond, but Terry McGinnis does not exist in almost any media outside of Batman Beyond. Thank the Lord, they put the very last episode of Justice League is actually an epilogue to Batman Beyond. They literally end all of Justice League with an episode of Batman Beyond, where it's like, what is Terry's storyline? What is his conclusion? He's not in anything, dude. He's like super hard to find. Now, let me wrap it back, right? Who here knows who Miles Morales is from Spider-Man? This might sound like a stupid question, but there's a reason why I'm asking, right? Who here knows Miles Morales? I feel like a lot of you here will say, oh yeah, me, right? Why? Because of many reasons. There is the comics where he is a mainline character. He has his own comics where he's the main man. He has the incredible PlayStation video game, right? Which is like Sony Spider-Man. They did an amazing job in Miles Morales. It's like a smaller, bite-sized version of the game. If you ask me, that's my favorite Spider-Man game, is Miles Morales. I said it. There. I said it. I said it, ladies, folks. I said it. And then obviously, there's Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse being genuinely one of the best movies that I've ever seen. You could watch that shit like 10 times and still not be bored by it. Damn, girl. What's up? Ew. What is this? I forgot this Pokemon existed for a second. This dude is ugly. Anticipation? Boy, anticipate this. What is a fine honey like you doing with this tall glass of garbage? But yeah, Miles Morales, right? Batman's what his nuts kid decided Luigi Mangione was their arch nemesis and became vigilantes. That has got to be one of the top 5 sentences I've ever read on Twitch. Yeah. What if your sperm turned into a hardened street vigilante, completely detached from you and your influence until he became a teenager? Right? That's literally, it's fucking weird, but somehow Terry was like, it's in his genetics to become a fucking hero. Literally. It's kind of a crazy message, but it was still cool shit. Right? But thank you. You guys know who Miles Morales is. You do what you gotta do when you're looking for the One Piece. We will get our One Piece. I will not spoil what it is, but it may involve the friends we made along the way. I hope you guys are ready for that. What if I just turn this entire playthrough into an allegory for One Piece? Boy, that would be funny. I cannot believe my counter to Kadabra is a bigger Kadabra. It was like the multiverse of madness over here, bro. Ignis gonna spit fire at the leafy greens. Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys this. Ignis is actually a mumble rapper. He's you know, he's gotten a few gigs here and there, but he works hard, and that's what matters. He's always on that grind. My brain got stuck on your sperm turns hardened vigilante. That's what Terry McGinnis is. Perhaps it could be a bit of a bastardization of the events of Batman Beyond, as well as Batman the Animated Series and the Justice League Unlimited. But I just tell it how it is. That's what people find charming about me. I tells it how I sees it. And that's just how I sees it. Now, with all that said, here's my chief beef with Terry McGinnis and Miles Morales. Miles Morales, and you gotta say the full name every single time. I don't make up the rules. That's just part of the works. Miles Morales is a young man who is meant to be like a brand new Spider-Man for a new generation of kids. This might be hard for us to believe because we're all grown-ass adults here, most likely. And we grew up with Peter Parker as our Spider-Man, right? Nothing wrong with that. Miles is the default Spider-Man for a lot of people. And I speak from experience, not because it applies to me, but because, you know, I've seen it firsthand. For a lot of people, Miles is their first Spider-Man, their default Spider-Man, the one that they like more. And I love that they didn't turn Miles into a sidekick to Peter. They don't call him God forbid. They don't call him the Black Spider-Man. They don't call him Black Spider. They don't call him like, his ethnicity is not the main thing. He is Spider-Man. This is Spider-Man. This is Spider-Man. They're both Spider-Man. Equally spidery many, right? Like, there was even a joke about that in Falcon and Winter Soldier, where there was a kid who saw, what's his freaking name? Sam, right? And they were like, oh my god, it's the Black Falcon. He's like, I'm not the Black Falcon. I'm just Falcon. It's like, but you're black. It was just a great joke. Very good joke. Very funny joke. But I like that they don't make him the secondary Spider-Man. He is his own Spider-Man. You feel me? like to the point where they have the same name, for better or worse. For better or worse, they have the same name. Only thing I don't like about Miles is that his powers are called like the Venom powers. There is literally a major character in fucking Marvel who his name is Venom. Maybe we could have done something about that. Maybe not. Makes sense, like Naruto getting called Boruto's dad. Bro, I watched Boruto last year and I loved it. I really, like, you know, I would watch Boruto and I'd be like, bro, they really need to make an anime about Boruto's dad, because I don't know who any of these fucking people are. But it was cool, right? Like, it's not Naruto and Boruto, it's Spider-Man and Spider-Man, right? And that's cool. So that's my whole point, is that for a whole generation of people, Miles is their Spider-Man, their default Spider-Man, right? Terry McGinnis, and I cannot believe I'm spending so much time on this, but it's something that it's something I think about a lot. I hope you guys can tell. This is something I think about very often. I don't like the fact that Terry is this incredible waste of potential. He is not Bruce Wayne. He is not Tim Drake. He's not Damian. He's not Penis Grayson. He is his own man. He's actually very different than any of the people who take up the fucking Batman mantle, right? He's very different than all of them. Look at how successful... Oh, Bronzor. Uh-oh. That's a man's Pokemon right there. Take a look at what Marvel did with Miles. They gave him his own video game. In my opinion, the Miles video game is the best of the Spider-Man games. Hell, in Spider-Man 2, he's kind of the main character, if you know what I mean. I won't get into that. Take a look at Spider-Verse. Obviously, yes, they do still have Peter in there, but he is not the main guy. He's guy number 2, right? It's about Miles, and yes, it's a little bit about the other Spider-Man, and then in the next movie, it was less about the Spider-Man, about Peter, more about Miles, and his journey and his place in the world, and like, he's different, whatever. There is no excuse to not make a Terry McGinnis video game. There is no excuse to not make a Terry McGinnis movie. I think that they literally, wasn't there like a leak that was saying, hey man, we were gonna make a freaking Terry McGinnis Batman movie, but then they canceled it because, as we all know, DC loves canceling movies to save money on taxes. That part's not a joke. That's a real thing that happened, by the way. Spoder, man. Spoderverse is funny. I've never heard that one. I do love Spoder, man. That's a meme that evolved on its own. But yeah, you guys get my point. It's kind of frustrating, and it is a waste of a character that... When was the last time we saw anything about Terry? At all. I can't. You know what I mean? I cannot think... I sound like fucking JFK. My fellow Americans, I cannot think of a single example of Terry McGinnis being prominent in media. At all. I'm sorry, I didn't know who Terry McGinnis was. I googled it. What the fuck is his background? Terry McGinnis was born to Warren and Mary McGinnis, but was the biological son of Bruce Wayne. You thought I was kidding about the sperm, huh? Nah, I don't play. Let me explain. Allow me to elaborate, because clearly there's some confusion, and why wouldn't there be? It's pretty fucking stupid. So, the whole deal was that there is a character in DC who's like, she's kind of a bad guy, but she is, she's kind of a bad guy, but she's kind of like the ends justify the means type character. Her name is Amanda Waller, and her whole deal is like, listen, I'm gonna do a bunch of shady shit to protect the United States, right? That was her whole fucking deal. And so one of those things she did, she was like, listen, over time, yes, I clashed against Batman. We butted heads. We didn't see eye to eye. But at the end of the day, I can admit the world needs Batman. That's what she said. She was like, the world needs Batman. And so she took Bruce's DNA, which she was like, it was pretty easy to find. And I thought she was talking about like he was fucking meat beat mania all over Gotham. No. She literally meant like he would leave his like blood trails, blood samples, things like that. As he aged, as he got slower and weaker, you could find his fucking DNA over crime scenes all the time, right? Because he was getting older, he was getting sloppy. And so she was like, I'm gonna take Bruce's DNA, which her specialty was like genetic related experiments, things like that. She took Bruce's DNA and she was able to inject Terry's. This is where it gets stupid. She injected Terry's father, who was, his name was Warren, I think. Yeah, you said it there, Warren. She injected Terry's father with like a routine flu vaccine or some shit, and it turned out to be like a genetic rewriting tool. Like the shop basically rewrote his DNA so that instead of having his own swimmers, it was Bruce juice. And if that made you throw up, you're welcome. I came up with that on the fly. It was the Bruce juice. So instead of having his Warren swimmers, it was the Bruce juice. And so then when he fucking spermed his wife, I can't believe I'm saying this out loud. When he spermed his wife, it was the Bruce juice. You feel me? And so that's how, yes, he is the Warren and what's her fucking name? Mary McGinnis are the biological parents of Terry, but it's Bruce's DNA. You dig? Oh, this conversation is ridiculous. DC don't love us. They just want us to watch Justice League Dark Apocalypse. That's another thing, bro. I'm sick of like these jaded ass stories. I get it. If people like them, if it's good storytelling, cool. I'm very sick of like, oh, the main characters die in this one. The main characters get fucking like giga murdered and the blah 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 blah. I'm tired of it. Batman Beyond sadly died with Justice League Unlimited and Static Shock. I remember, yeah. One of the very special episodes of Justice League Unlimited was they traveled forward in time. Where are we? Lake Valor? Wait, are we in Lake Valor or is this Valor Lakefront? Valor Lakefront. Here are the Pokemen that we can encounter. Girafarig and Kricketune. Nidorino and Nidorino are locked to the national dex, which means literally the only Pokemon we can catch here is Girafarig. Also, 214 we caught a Stonky, right? So we do that. Caught. Yay! Bro, my PC was about to explode. Did you guys see that? Whoa. Yeah, Static Shock was incredible. That was a very formative show for me when I was a little jit, and I absolutely loved it. Incredible show. They did a good job. All right, so there's pretty much nothing that we can catch here, so double battle. I'm gonna be very honest, I am horrified of double battles right now because, well, the last one we got into did not go well. BDSP, Valor, Lakefront. Normally, I wouldn't bother to look at what Pokemon the trainers have, but double battles are a different breed. So I just need to make sure, you know, nobody's gonna be mad at me for that, right? Like, I just need to make sure. I'm looking on Cerebi.net. It does not tell me. Okay, let's look at Game 8, which is like one of the junk food. It's one of the junk food freaking websites, but it will at least tell me kind of like, you know, it'll tell me some good information. So we got Game 8 here, Game Director, Wild Pokemon available. a Team Galactic Grunt. We don't care about that right now. Rich Boy Roman and Lady Kylie, artist. Collector Eugene, Aroma Lady. Where the hell is where the hell are the nerds that we're in front of? Huh? I can't find it. That's kind of scary. I'm gonna keep it 100 emoji. That's kind of scary, bro. I kind of want to know what Pokemon these guys have, cause either that or we just bring the meanest, ugliest Pokemon we have, and then we just go for a one-hit KO. Let's do that. Oh, these are environmentalists. I thought we were gonna have to fight them. Out of my way, Point Dexter. A real Chad is coming into the building. DC needs to hire Tumblr fanfic girlies. The Tumblr fanfic girlies are a very diverse group. They would actually improve the writing and make sure that everybody got a good story. They would unironically be clutch as fuck. Okay, so we made it to Pastoria in one piece. Wait, are you serious? This is Valor Lakefront? That's it? It's just this little fucking strip of land? Well, damn, I guess we're at the gymnasium, guys. And we're in one piece. We're gonna just spam Doctor Strange because he has Shockwave, and we're just gonna fucking blitz them. We're gonna give this guy no chance to do Jack Skippy. The Bruce Juice sounds so weird. It sounds like a product that you find in places like Walmart. What's good, Fitz? Welcome to the stream. Fellas, if I came out with a product, like Nacho branded product, and it was called the Bruce Juice, would you guys buy it? Yes, no. 0 for no, 1 for yes. I'm starting to believe that It Was Me Very clip wasn't a parody. You could actually do that. You could actually hit the fucking... You could actually hit that for the, for what we're talking about now. Oh, here's the game director. He's the one that gives you the shiny charm if you catch every Pokemon in, Gen 4. If you fill out the national dex. Or regular dex? No, national dex. Yeah, I was right. Oh, we have not made it to Pastoria. The journey continues, fellas. We're still in the lakefront. That's to go to Sunny Shore City. Which means that after this is Valor Lakefront. What's up, girl? Oh, I thought she was gonna fight me. Ace trainers are scary. Also, I'm a coward, so these two things go well together. I love those episodes of Evil Superman and Jon Stewart and Hot Girl's Son. Yeah, he was in that, but he also had like a Justice League Unlimited thing. There's a lot, you know. I'm just so fucking sick of the dark stories. Like, did you know that Terry dies in the Justice League Unlimited episodes? In an alternate timeline, he's killed by the Joker's hot twin daughters, Dee Dee and Dee Dee, voiced by Melissa Joan Hart, who is my first ever crush. I am back, my scrumdiddly umptious Pokemon protagonist. Thank you. That was very sweet of you. And we have a handle on fantastical biology. So they would know exactly what to do about the whole Bruce Juice controversy. Bro, imagine if I came out with like a fucking energy drink and it was called the Bruce Juice. I'd be like, why do you call it that? So there was this whole stupid conversation about Batman Beyond and fucking Bruce Wayne and genetics, and it's just this dude sperms his wife, but it's not his sperm. It's another man's magazine in his own gun. You know, that's the Bruce Juice controversy. Simplified. I agree the stories for DC movies was good, but they did have to die like that. I'm sick of like these jaded ass stories. That's why for everybody listening to the sound of my horrible screeching voice, I will say this time and time again, go watch My Adventures with Superman. It is such a cute, wholesome show The animation quality is top notch. The story writing is pretty damn good. The action is great. The references are solid. It's just a very great show. I give it a clean 8 out of 10. At the peak, 9 out of 10. It is so good that when season 2 was being written, they had already been like, fuck it, bro, season 3. You know what I mean? It's already greenlit for a season ahead because it was that good. I'm not surprised they all die some way. I'm so tired of it, man. We were talking about a lot of TV shows and a lot of superhero media right now, like throughout the majority of the stream, but let me keep it 100 emoji. I don't watch The Boys because it seems like a very cynical show. Like, I watched a clip of it before it came out, and it was a dude, the main dude, he's like, oh wow, yeah, you want to be part of the team, you want to be a hero, and then he just fucking blows this guy's eardrums out, and I'm like, he's cruel for the sake of cruelty. Like, yeah, oh, he's so well written because he's like actually a man child, blah, blah. I don't care, man. It's still like, it feels bad. It makes me feel bad. But that's my opinion. It might be objectively good. I don't watch it because it just looks depressing. Same thing with Invincible, which I have heard, again, objectively good show. I've seen a ton of people extremely excited for season 3, which I believe came out now, but the only shit I saw on TikTok was none of like the fun, charming writing or the cool story that they're putting up. What was the only thing I saw about Invincible on TikTok? It was the one where Omni-Man fucking pops people like cherries, bro. He literally belt to ass, right? Non-stop. Why is that the takeaway? Why is that what everybody and their mama's like, oh, this fucking show, pog? What, the insane level of gore and violence? I haven't seen a show that violent since, like, I don't know, The Walking Dead? But The Walking Dead was kind of gross. Walking Dead was gross and stupid, and it got really bad really fast. But that's a whole other conversation. Let me see them blush, boy. Please stop. Waffle House, stop. Where are we? Route 213? Route 213, we have Absol. That's not right. Gyarados, Magikarp, Artillery, Pelipper, Remoraid, Sharpedo. Don't like that name. Okay, show me the actual Pokemon that are available here. Shellos, Buizel, Wingull, Floatzel. So we can eliminate Wingull from the table if we try really hard. We could also get Tentacool and Tentacruel. Also have a good rod, so we can just claim a Magikarp or a Remoraid here, but that doesn't really benefit us. What do you guys say? Should we claim a Wingull? I have no idea if Wingull is going to take the place of a much cooler, Chadlier Pokemon, so I don't know if I want... Oh, well, we may not get that choice. Buizel, PU, we've already gotten it, it's okay. The Boys' ass, from what my husband has told me, I get a lot of mixed messages on it. I keep seeing some people be like, oh, it's good, bro, it's good, I swear. Or it's people being like, well, it was good until they made it political. If you didn't realize The Boys was political from season 1, you failed to see the message. But that's a different conversation, right? The whole point being, like, I am sick of the shows that are like, look how shocking and violent a lot of these shows are, and a lot of people will share the clips, but it's never clips of anything cool or good or interesting happening in these shows. It's always the same fucking thing. It's always the violence in the show. You feel me? I love The Boys. What I saw of it, you could write an interesting sadist, but he's not that. Exactly. It's not interesting. It's very like surface level violence. Perfect. Okay, good. This is the Wingull. It is my Wingull. Invincible's better, but primarily loves the gratuitous violence. Same thing happened with Vox Machina show. Yeah. No. I agree with you 100%. Like, I think Invincible is objectively a better show, but when a lot of what I see from it is the violence, like again, Omni-Man is popping people's heads like fucking cherries, right? And I go, okay, well, where are the good things? Where's the meat? Where is something for people to like really attach themselves to in this content? In its defense, I do see that. I see the conversations that the characters have. I see like the fun banter and the dialogue. I see like it at least tries to build an interesting story, but it needed the shock factor to get people through the door to be like, oh wow, this is violent. Let me check this out. Yo, Wingle. What should we name the Wingle? I don't really have a name for this. It evolves into a Pelipper, which is a pelican, but we may not even use it. If it had Drizzle as an ability, I might consider it, but I don't think that at this point it gets Drizzle. So, I don't know. Or maybe it does, I could be wrong. I'm okay with gratuitous violence, but it's very case dependent. If it's like occasional and meant to really signify like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like in Game of Thrones, looking at you, Red Wedding, great. But if it's just, it has the violence for the sake, like the violence is the content, like it's all just really fucked up violent stuff, that's so boring, bro. There's nothing of value here. Like the shock itself becomes the point, so it feels like they need to keep throwing it at the weird spots or just doing more and more to up the ante, and then you jump the shark, right? That's always what it goes up to. If the content is in the violence and the violence is the center of it all, eventually you're just gonna have to keep escalating until you fucking become Mortal Kombat. Tricked you all into a conversation about how much I hate Mortal Kombat. Thank you all for sticking around. The Red Wedding, I got so burnt out on Game of Thrones. Yeah, who could blame you? It started off great. The Red Wedding was an incredible turning point for a lot of people, if it's fair to call it that. And it was good for a long time, and then the pacing got horrible. They didn't have enough to adapt. There was no adaptation. There were certain characters who were completely different from their book counterparts. There were some characters that didn't appear at all in the series. Anyway, Wingle. What are we gonna call this thing, man? Out of wedding shenanigans. How about that word? Game of Thrones doesn't give a damn, dude. And I feel like maybe that was a big turning point in TV where occasionally things like that would happen, but Game of Thrones was like, uh-oh, viewership is dropping. Drop it. You drop the you know what. What's the new guy from Top Gun? Oh my god, this is gonna kill me. I don't know. I don't remember. No! Hold on. Top Gun Maverick, right? Top Gun Maverick cast. It's not Goose. Rooster? Miles Teller? Are you talking about fucking Miles Teller? Oh my god. Maverick? No. You know what was? Okay. You like Maverick. But do you wanna save Maverick for a cooler character? Or we just call this thing Miles Teller? What's that other movie? Please, what's that other movie where he's in? Not. I keep wanting to say Footloose. It's the drumming one. What's the one that Miles Teller's in where he's doing the drumming? I want to call it Footloose, which is extremely not what that movie's called. Miles Teller has to be one of the funniest fucking actors because of his history. Whiplash. This has J.K. Simmons in it playing an out of his fucking mind drumming teacher or a band teacher. Whiplash, yes. Miles Teller. Drumline, I love the energy, but close. No, that would be Nick Cage. Also, now that we've mentioned Nick Cage, I need to roast him because that's just what I do. That's the kind of person I am. Bro, Nick Cage is trying to be fucking Genghis Khan. Hey, West Coast Shellos. Excuse me, East Coast Shellos. You gotta get your beef straightened out. Yo, Nick Cage, he's trying to fucking spread his DNA like Bruce Wayne, man. What's his name? Nick Cannon. Did I say Nick Cage? I might have said Nick Cage. Nick Cannon, his pull-out game is astoundingly weak. I know this for a fact, bro. Nick Cage, there it is again. Nick Cannon couldn't pull out of a fucking driveway, man. He has like 9 kids, right? Ain't no way. I said Nick Cage. It's just easier to say Nick Cage, but I mean Nick Cannon. That's my bad. Yeah, bro. Nick Cage. Stupid. Nick Cannon couldn't pull out of a driveway. Shockwave. I was so confused. I am so sorry, but I hope you guys can see where the confusion lies. But yeah, Miles Teller. I forgot that he was in Top Gun Maverick. That's great. Oh shit. The bane of my existence. A Gyarados. But we have something for that, don't we, fellas? We will never be terrorized by a Gyarados for the rest of our days. You guys want to hear something stupid? I was listening to a podcast where one of the people in the cast, they were talking about how they had this really vivid dream where Miles Teller from Whiplash, he was like in the forest, and so was the actor, not his characters, but like the actor himself. They were in the forest together, and this was a nightmare because for some reason Miles Teller was like assaulting him. He was like beating him up and fighting him and swinging at him, and he's like, please stop, I loved you in Whiplash. He's just getting assaulted by the actor for some reason. I'm like, what kind of sick brain do you have where you where this is the kind of nightmare you have, is an actor coming after you and assaulting you? If you got paid $1 million to fight an actor, who do you think you could take on in a fight? Bonus points if it's like an actor who at least looks like they're in good shape. Like, I bet I could fight Anthony Mackie. I wouldn't want to, because like I have nothing against him. I actually kind of like and respect him, but I would fight Anthony Mackie purely because 1, I bet I could take him. 2, I think that he always has this look on his face like he just said something really funny, and he's just like he's doing like the Pops laugh from Regular Show. He's like, I'm so funny. Again, nothing personal, Mr. Mackie. Just wanted to point that out. Truth be told, I haven't seen Top Gun, either the original or the new one. The original is very funny, and my favorite scene from Top Gun is the like extremely insanely outrageously homoerotic volleyball scene. It's basically, you know, like a little bit of team building. All the pilots and shit, they get together and they make a volleyball like court, and then they just start playing volleyball shirtless, and they're all like shirtless and sweaty, and all their manly sexy bodies are all, you know, it's such a crazy fucking scene for how old that movie is, and I love it. I'm not into dudes, but that scene is fucking hilarious. Every time I see it, it's the funniest thing in the world, bro, because it's treated so seriously, but like it feels very out of place. Danny DeVito, that's crazy. Is it bad if in my brain I was like, yeah, Danny DeVito's my first answer too? But then I was like, no, let's up the ante just a hair, right? I'm like, yeah, Anthony Mackie. Again, no beef. I would fight him. Ken from Barbie. You want to fight Ryan Gosling? I bet he's shredded, bro. I bet he has washboard abs, bro. You could probably shred cheese on his abs. He will fold you like laundry, bro. Bad move. Bad move. I was gonna say Nicole Kidman, but I'm weak. You know what the worst answer would be? Natalie Portman. You might have fought her when she was Padme, but if you fight her now when she's the modern day Thor, woo, bro, she could put me on a milk carton any day of the week. She would actually murderize me, bro. She'd turn me into fucking prime ground beef. Have you seen what Natalie Portman looks like? She looks like she ate Natalie Portman and all the fucking the protein went straight to her biceps. She looks amazing. I'm fighting Vin Diesel, actually. Are you fighting Fast and Furious Vin Diesel, or are you fighting I Am Groot Vin Diesel? JT, I respect that. That's a pretty good answer. Have you seen Vin Diesel in those movies? Funny enough, I actually saw, I don't know how this came up or why, but the other day I saw a TikTok that was like, oh my god, the original Fast and Furious movies were so good. And it was the original dialogue from the first movie, and the dialogue is so painfully corny. But if I'm being honest, it was pretty fucking good. It was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It was great. It was great. If you guys want to feel old, do you guys know what the first heist in the Fast and Furious movies was about? Them boys were fighting to get VCRs. The big heist in the movie, they're gonna rob a truck that has the TVs that have built-in VCRs in them. And that's what the first movie's about. And then it turns out Brian is actually an undercover cop. Spoilers for a fucking 20-year-old movie. But yeah. I feel like I could take Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Okay, good answer. Good answer. He'd be a free win. Is Vin Diesel that out of shape? I would fight. This might sound stupid. I would fight Sylvester Stallone. Like, it's basically JT's answer, but like a different variant, where I bet I would demolish fucking Sylvester Stallone. And I get all the credit too. I'd fight Natalie Portman just to let her kick my ass so I could thank her for it. Facts. Big facts. I don't think any of us here could fight her. She really took the role seriously. I think she literally said, she was like, I'm not coming on for any of these movies unless I become the next Thor. She like put her foot down and everything, and then there was a pipeline for a lady Thor, and I don't know how she caught wind of that, but she fucking took full advantage, and now here we are. Here we are, where she is Thor. I'm not mad at that. That was pretty cool. That was pretty fly, if you ask me. Oh, I remember this gym. I remember this yee ass puzzle. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, strap in. Literally, unless we run into some crazy ass Pokemon, our Alakazam should just shockwave his way to victory. This is one of the very few Pokemon that we could have encountered that could be a problem. Not even a joke, because Barboach is immune to Shockwave, but perhaps he's not immune to my Psychic Blast. No, there's no way this thing survives. I don't care how much HP it has. Come on now. They stopped doing street racing movies because people were actually doing it. Wait, what? Are you telling me they stopped the Fast and Furious movies because street racing... Are you telling me that it popularized street racing, so that's why they stopped it? Because if that's what you're saying, I fully believe you. It's just like, what a fucking shame, dude. Because it turned into like this weird, corny, superhero fantasy thing. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what it turned into. It was like a power fantasy, not power fantasy, that's the wrong thing. It turned into like a lovable team of street racers who were criminals gone legit, and now they use their fucking car racing Jedi powers for the sake of good instead of evil, right? To the point where then they added The Rock, which in my opinion made the movies more exciting for the first one, and then way worse afterwards. His mom does fortune telling by reading people's butts. Listen, are you kidding me? What a fucking scam. I'll be like, yeah, come here, bro. Show me your butt cheeks so that I can read your future. It only works if I see your ass. Alright, now spread so that I can get a perfectly accurate fucking reading. Cap. Cap. That is the biggest load of cap I've ever heard. Bunny, I hope you made that up, because if you did, I need to hire you to become a writer. That is the funniest shit I've heard all day. That's true? There's butt cheek fortune readers? That sounds like a giga scam. I'll be like, yes, I can read people's love lives, but only if they show me their boobies. Boobies! Boom. Hustle achieved. Get out of here. Sylvester Stallone's mom can read your future, but only by staring at your ass. Is it like is it like when you look at a tree stump and you can look at the rings? You can see how old it is. I was like, ah, yes, I could tell by this one curly hair. Misfortune is heading your way. That's actually stupid, man. People were street racing because of the Italian job. I literally could not name another racing movie to save my life. I would default to like Death Race 2000 or Crank. Which is not a racing movie. Spread them wide. No. I can only read your future if you spread fucking spread eagle in front of me. It's so fucking dumb. Ugh. The Rock, Jason Statham, and Vin Diesel are all awful. Their egos ruin everything they touch. JT, have you heard about this? I talk about this every now and then on stream. Did you guys know that Vin Diesel and The Rock, they have the absolute dumbest and worst clause in their contract for movies? They are literally not allowed to lose a fight in any movie that they're in. This is a real thing, because they have such fragile, tiny bitch baby egos that they do not want to be portrayed as losing a fight in a movie. So the next time you watch a movie with Dwayne the Sock Johnson or Vin the Diesel, it's fucking stupid. You know who's gonna win the fight, because they cannot be portrayed as losing a fight in a movie. The dumbest shit on the planet, bro. The Rock and Vin Diesel also hate each other, and it's funny. Yeah, it's two enormous egos, and basically a lot of the rumors around the Fast and Furious movies was like, apparently The Rock was trying to turn the franchise into The Rock and Friends, where he was the main man and the most important, like everything centered around him, which is very easy to believe, because guess what? He tried to basically do that with Black Adam. Bad news, bro. Black Adam was not the right character to do that with. He basically tried to make Black Adam like, oh, I'm like Superman, but black. And it's like, no, that's not quite what it is. But he really tried to make the DC universe centered around him. Bad move. Let me catch up with the chat here. I'm a writer, but she really did. Let me see if I can find an old people article or something. I would love to find out more. I'm not even kidding. It's fucking insane. It's called Rumpology. I'm surprised it doesn't have a better term in 2025. I'm sure it'd be called like Bootynomics or fucking twerkology or something like that, right? Something perhaps a little more hip with the culture, you feel me? It's fucking crazy. You tell by this one freckle on your left cheek, you'll never find happiness. That's like me when I make fun of people in PvP games. Like whenever I'm playing Marvel Rivals and I'm fighting like a bitch-ass Captain America or like a tank player that plays with fear in their heart, I'm like, oh, I do like an instant psychoanalysis. I'm like, I could tell by the way that the Doctor Strange is playing on the enemy team that he has self-confidence issues stemming from not getting enough attention in his childhood. Like I do like an insane fucking psychoanalysis. Meanwhile, on the other side of the screen, it's just a dude who got off from his 9 to 5 and he just really wants to play as his favorite Marvel character. But I find it like the funniest thing in the world to psychoanalyze randoms on the internet. Oh shit, we made it to Crash or Wake. Ooh wee. Nacho Nation, how we feeling? How's everybody doing today? It is a glorious, beautiful Monday. I have not slept in over 30 hours, but I feel like an immovable object. I have never felt better in my fucking life. The cowboy hat, I feel like, is a cry for help, if we're being honest. Oh, shit. Let me catch up with the chat. Lickety-splickety. Oh, yeah, Bats, you're right. Danny Trejo has a thing where he's like, if I am playing a bad guy, if I'm playing like a criminal or anything bad, I want to be fucking... I want them to kick on me and spit on me. I don't want to glorify being a bad guy or a villain. Danny Trejo is so fucking based for that, by the way. Unstoppable Rock versus an immovable Diesel. They are both bald and annoying. And self-centered. Who would win in a fight, bro? It's basically Cranidos versus Bastiodon with fucking The Rock and Vin Diesel. It's required if he does a villain that they die. Yeah! Danny Trejo's like the opposite of these cucks, where he's like, bro, if I ever play a villain in a movie, I want them to just fucking I want to get the fucking cucked. He wants to get like embarrassed, murderized, disrespected, because he's like, I don't want to glorify being a bad guy. The study of the ROMs, shit, sign me, fella, sign me up, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Stupid fucking joke. Oh man, Bootynomics, excuse me. Yeah, bro, I got my bachelor's in Bootynomics. Let me show you. She's been doing it for a long time. Facts. Black Adam was the only over a one movie villain anyway. He tried to strong arm them about it. He tried to leverage it. And like, while we're on the topic of Dwayne The Rock Johnson, we're gonna do this fight, by the way. I think we're ready. Maybe I'm being cocky because look, this guy loses to Crash or Wake. This guy loses to Crash or Wake. Underleveled, grown man, right? But between Doctor Strange and Scott Steiner, I'm gonna keep it 100 emoji. I really don't think we have too much to worry about. He has a level 27 Gyarados who will instantly die to a shockwave, right? This is ×4. He has a Quagsire. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. But if we use Scott Steiner, we might be able to punch him so hard that he just explodes. Or I could be a fucking G and use Doctor Strange, right? We just stay as fucking this dude and we try our hand. And then when it comes to Floatzel, that could be a little worrisome. It has Citrus Berry, but it has the defenses of a paper bag. So we either Doctor Strange or we Scott Steiner. I'm a little worried about Floatzel versus Doctor Strange because it has Bite. So maybe we Scott Steiner. But basically, Doctor Strange is going to take out Gyarados and Quagsire. I repeat, I cannot allow him to get up Rain Dance. If he gets up Rain Dance, we're in a lot of trouble. Okay? But between Scott Steiner and Doctor Strange, I really, really think that we're gonna be okay. That's the planning, baby. Doing great over here, you magnificent mustachioed manly man. Thank you for asking. I promise you, nobody in history has ever said these words to me in conjunction. Thank you. If there's one thing I think of when I think of old Italian American ladies, it's being hip to the culture. Facts. If she was the one who could name Bootynomics, I'm sure she'd be like, yup, I got the perfect fucking title for this. Alright, here we go. Oh my god, he looks stupid as hell. Welcome. I don't get challenged very often. The glory you are now beholding is Pastoria Gym Leader. That's right, I'm Crasher Wake. And Pokemon were toughened up by stormy white waters. That's like everything you can throw at them and pull you harder. Victory will be ours. Come, let's get it done. Let's get it done. I don't know why he changed ethnicities there at the end, but here we go, baby. He wants to show kids the crime doesn't pay. Yeah, Danny Trejo's like an ex-con. He turned his life around and he became based as fuck. It's a very endearing story if we're being honest. Okay, good news. Alakazam should just instantly one-shot this fucking Gyarados. Never again will we be traumatized by this Pokemon. We will never struggle to a Gyarados ever again. That one's for the fucking homies. Alright? Now I'm gonna do something that you guys might consider to be a bit esoteric here, okay? He's gonna send in Quagsire. We're gonna stay in. He wants them to put belt to ass. I love that you guys like that. I really enjoy that little fucking line. Oh, let's go. Okay, so good news. He did not even get to set up Rain Dance. Now, here's where things get wicked. We can either stay with Alakazam, who may or may not outspeed the Floatzel. And it has Bite. I don't think it has Crunch, it has Bite. If it outspeeds, crits, and flinches with Bite, that will make me very angry, but it's not the end of the world. It also has 50 special defense, which is, like, really fucking bad. Alakazam is an extremely fast Pokemon. I honestly have full confidence that it will outspeed, but in the event that it doesn't, it could get bad. I would rather stay in as Alakazam than risk taking any damage at all with Machamp. We are 5 levels over. Shockwave should kill. Maybe he uses Aqua Jet, but there's not enough power to kill me if he does. There you go. This has to be a win. Yes, sir! Clean sweep. Crit. Clean sweep. Bozo. That's how we fucking do it. That's how we do it, baby. Booty Olympics returns if the bund. What if I hosted the annual nacho cookout and including the hot dog eating contest sponsored by Fred Durst and Limp Bizkit? And then we also did a Booty Olympics, where it's basically, it's just like the Olympics, except you use your butt. Volleyball, basketball, track and field, sumo wrestling. Yes, you heard it right. Oh my god, I just made it harder to leave. Oh my god, I might be the dumbest boy that ever lived. Can I just leave? What if I'm just stuck in this gym? By the way, fellas, I said this before as like a little sneak peek, but I would love to do an OSHA video about Pokemon gym leaders. Like, be like, hey, hypothetically, what are the most unsafe gyms in Pokemon? And just, it's a fun, stupid little video, but I would love to do it. And it's a stream idea that I have cooking in the old noggin. Would you guys join that? Would you guys like that? Obviously, we would need to find the time to do it, but I think it would be extremely fun to do. How'd they make you blush when they resurface as you lay down to sleep tonight? Chocolate starfish candies and hot dog flavored water bar. Oh, it's a themed fucking annual picnic. I like that. I didn't think about that. Oh man. Ass grabbing, sign me up. No. It's the what's it called? It's a relay race, except that instead of passing a baton, you have to slap the butt of the person who's next and taking your spot. Duh. That'd be great. Number one, Whitney's milk tank. Where is he going? I wasn't paying attention. Oh no. I actually wasn't paying attention. No, I'm thinking of like, think about Gen 5. Think about Gym Leader Clay from Driftville City. His gym is in a fucking mine. Like an active mine. If you're asking me, that might be the most dangerous freaking gym in any of the games, except maybe Gen 5 was bad, bro. Gen 5, I don't know what they were thinking, bro. They went absolutely fucking sicko. Okay, fellas, real quick. What Pokemon can we find in the Great Marsh? Let's find out together. Are there trainers here, or is it just Pokemon? Wooper, Bibarel, Marill, Quagsire, Hoot, Noctowl. What's the rare Pokemon? Azurill, Bidoof. Azurill will be kind of shiced because it is water fairy and it is extremely hard hitting. Do we save our encounter for this? It would be a pretty shice Pokemon to have on the party, right? Because we got Psyduck out of the way. We got Bidoof out of the way. We can guarantee ourselves an Azurill. Or Marill. And worst case scenario, we get a fucking Wooper. Where can you find Wooper in Gen 4? Because if we can guarantee ourselves... If we could guarantee ourselves a Wooper anywhere else, we're chilling. Route 212, Great March, Fountain Spring Cave, Swampy Cave, Bog Sunk Cavern. I'm pretty sure these three are post-game. So where is Route 212? Can we go there right now? If we could go to Route 212 and guarantee ourselves a fucking Wooper. Yeah. Uh-oh. I have a devilish idea. Oh, baby. I'm gonna walk up to Owen's, throw down a plate full of chocolate starfish, and look what me get. Y'all are two peas in a pod, bro. That's crazy. I love that. Look what me get. Me chocolate starfish. Candace Gym was annoying because of the snowball puzzle, but that's it. Yeah, like it's annoying, but it's not unsafe. Like you couldn't die in her gym, right? So Route 212 is the one that's next to this route over here. We can go down this way, and then we can catch ourselves a Wooper real quick. I'm pretty sure literally the only Pokemon that we can catch here is Wooper, so this is fucking stupid. What is the point of even making me slip in the mud? Like literally, what is the point of having this, right? If I try to explain the feature of a specific Pokemon gym, would y'all help me remember which game it was from? 100% Waffle House. We are all Pokemon aficionados, nerds, and experts here. You have come to the right place. Let me see. Pretty sure it was ice themed, and you had to like figure out the right way to walk over all the tiles and crack them, but not break them and get to the gym later. I think it was older. Funny enough, I think I know the exact one you're talking about. It is Gen 3. Gen 3, the final gym, which is Sudopolis City. You had to there were like 3 puzzles. Let me just show you. Sudopolis Gym. It was this, right? Bum, ba-na-na, ba-na-na. There you go. So you had to activate every ice tile without you have to activate every ice tile without doing repeats, and that's how that one worked, right? That would be Gen 3 Sidopolis City, which is the 8th and final gym of Gen 3. Yup, Hoenn Ruby, Emerald, and Sapphire. Actually, you forgot Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. But that's okay, that's why I'm here. I hate actually ass MF, bro. I really do. I really do. Oh man, well there you go, yeah. Look at him, boy, sweat. Oh man. Alright, we need to find ourselves a Wooper so that we can guarantee ourselves the evolutionary line, preferably before 8 p.m. because that's when Hoot Hoot and Noctowl are out and about. As for who I could use to catch the Wooper, I didn't really think about it. We could do Tupac because it's immune to water type and it has Mud Slap, which is a fucking bitch baby weak boy move. Come on, Wooper. Here we go. Ew. 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 I fucking hate this Pokemon, bro. I know I'm gonna agitate a lot of people, but I gotta keep it 100. I despise Bidoof and Bibarel. They are not interesting. They are not funny. They are the rodent, like the obligatory rodent Pokemon of every gen, but somehow it gets special treatment because of the stupid meme about, oh god, Bidoof, god, Bidoof. Shut up. It wasn't funny then. It's not funny now. There. I said it. I said my piece, folks. I'm just saying what everybody's thinking is too afraid to say. That's good shit right there. Who's the rapper that does that? It's J. Cole, right? That's a hook right there. That's a hook right there. Never mind that, girl. Let's make a track. I beat the you know what up. That's the hook right there. Hey, there he is. Is Wooper. I love this Pokemon. I gotta keep it 100. This Pokemon rules. I do love me some Wooper, bro. This guy fucking rocks. Nice. Nightshade put us in perfect range. Ultra Ball, go! Oh yeah, guys, I added some new emotes. Thanks to the Scubathon, I actually have a whole bunch of emote slots. I'm just waiting to come up with new ones, but look, we got some new emotes. Did you notice? If you guys come up with something cool, you could dab each other up, see? We got dab 1, and we got dab 2, and yeah, you put them together, you got the fucking fellas dapping each other up, yeah. I also put, me catching stuff as an emo. Don't really know what to do with that just yet, but like it's there if you guys want it, you know. It's there. Wooper. What to name, what do you guys think? It's a lady Wooper. It's a great Pokemon, very oblivious, can take some fucking hits though. Don't really have anything in mind. Thank you, Queen, for spilling. Is what I do. You know me, is what I do. Regional rodents. Yeah, this is a real thing. I like Sentret, it was cute. I got no beef with Sentret. Because if there's no meme that's like Sentret the GOAT, Sentret the divine. Like it's not, you know. I got a sauce off for Bidoof unintentionally becoming God, but a really shitty God still. I won't hate. Okay, I won't hate. I'm not here to rain on people's parades. Foghorn, okay, that's heat. Vuvuzela, I don't know what that means, but it sounds nice. What is that? Vuvuzela. Watch it be like, oh, Vuvuzela is the French translation of reading people's future through their penis. What? What is what? The worst musical instrument ever conjured? I'll be the judge of that. If there's anybody here who knows anything about bad music, it's your boy Nacho. I am breaking my vow of silence. Vuvuzela. Is it that bad? Ain't no way, right? It can't be that bad. Bro, my shit is slow today. Ew, it sounds like a fucking swarm of locusts coming to attack you, bro. This is the POV. You're a French fucking farmer in the 1600s, and your wife cheated on you with another man and has incurred God's wrath. A plague! A plague be upon ye! What the fuck? That should sound like a plague, bro. That's literally the curse of Ra inflicted upon you. How to blow the Vuvuzela. Step 1, throw that shit right in the trash. Fizz style. Shout outs.
Ted here with Fizz, word of mouth marketing.
Hi, Ted. Hit that shit. Let me hear it, my boy. Serenade me, Ted.
Will help. A really long one. Put your feet together, rock back.
I've seen enough. That's god awful. Thanks. I hated that. Pojo, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Vuvuzela it is. I can't believe that's what it's called. Next time we get something cool, we gotta name it like a didgeridoo. Which is basically the Australian version of that, but way fucking cooler, baby. Gives Big Joey's Rattata energy. Oh, do you mean the top 1% of all Rattata? It's cool that a stupid meme like that hit critical mass, and it's like, it has permeated the game that it came from, right? You don't remember Vuvuzelas? Should I? They were huge during the Olympics or something a handful of years ago. Oh. No, I deadass didn't know that. Everyone was annoyed by them. What did I come into? So Wise gave us a nickname for the Wise gave us a nickname for our Whooper, which we are now going to use to try to catch a very rare either Meryl or Azurill. Funny enough, just because we guaranteed that we can get it does not mean that we will get it, right? It's a rare encounter and it can still totally just run away from us, which would break my fucking heart. I'm assuming Azurill's just here in the mud, right? This is area 1. Oh, this is area 6, right? Area 5. Where is Azurill? What a fucking banger! This is area 5 and 6, right? Where's area 69? Wait, area 5. Azurill 5%, Bidoof, Badoo, Starly, Quagsire. Yeah, we basically guarantee ourselves a Azurill here, which means that we could get a Pokemon with huge power here. And it's a fairy type. Shout out to Cynthia's Garchomp. I'm gonna put you on a fucking blimp. This Azurill is literally meant for one thing and one thing only. And it's to put belt to ass when it comes to fighting dragon types. We can skip this because we already have a Bidoof, its species clause, it's already good. But yeah, Pojo, welcome to the stream. We're doing a Nuzlocke. We just caught a Whooper, and now we are currently looking for a Azurill. A very valuable Pokemon, a rare catch, and I think it'd be cool as hell if we had one. How you been, buddy? Were you are you interested in Monster Hunter at all? I'm gonna bring that up now because it's like a lot of my brain cells. Rip in power, man. Rip in power. We can't get this. A lot of people here are very excited for Monster Hunter. I am losing my freaking mind because we are so close to the release of Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm gonna say something that might come off kind of crazy. I played the Monster Hunter Wilds beta both times that it was available to us. There's something about it that feels off. It plays a little weird. Like, it feels like my character's stuck in mud. And I don't want to sound like a hater, because, like, you know, Monster Hunter is my favorite franchise, period. Whooper! It feels weird. And I'm using the PS5 Pro, so it's PS5 Pro Enhanced if that's enabled in the beta. But it just... something about it feels not... Whoop! Silly old me. Something about it... Whoop! Something about it feels sticky. Like, my character feels like he's just constantly sliding on water or ice or something. It just something feels wrong. And I'm hoping that it's a beta thing and that it gets cleaned up when the actual game comes out, something like that. But yeah, I got a pre-order too. I fought Arkveld. I couldn't beat it in time because all the people that I did the hunt with were a bunch of bonobo chimps. So I was not, like, under no circumstances was that going to be a success, right? It doesn't have hit stop for one, and they said it'd also be its pre-beta build. Yeah, thank you for assuring me on that, because I was pretty sure of that, but I was like, am I remembering that right? It's the exact same build as the first one we got, except they added a couple of more mechanics to some of the weapons, right? Like the lance, and I think the insect glaive, they brought back a couple of things because people were like, yo, what the hell, right? Uh-oh, am I in the wrong thing? I might be in the wrong wiki. Gen 8, Area 5. No, I'm in the right thing. Whooper, Bibero, Meryl. Meryl's a pretty rare catch. We should be able to find it. It's a 20%. That's not that rare. So we're just here to get Meryl, right? We're gonna claim our Meryl. We're gonna go about our day. Chip mentality is rabbit from what I hear. Bro, hello! This is the rarest thing we could have found, by the way. Now I'm kind of scared. What's the catch rate on a Azurill? I don't know if I'm more comfortable catching Azurill or Meryl. Catch rate 150, which is 19% with Pokeball at full HP. That's not good. Fuck it, we ball. Please, 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 no! Oh god. Please, 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 no! No, 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 stay. Just stay. I have the perfect name for you. I have the perfect name for you. Please just stay. No! No, no! Oh. Fellas, we needed that. We, like, deadass needed that. That's okay. It would have been good, because then it turns into Meryl, and then it turns into Azumarill. It would have been shiced. It's okay. Not even that, just new monsters? Yeah. Wait, the new moves weren't put in? I thought they were. My bad, yeah. So, I'm extremely excited for it. I'm gonna be streaming it the Friday that it comes out. I'm gonna be streaming it the Saturday. I'll be streaming it that same Monday, too. We're gonna be fucking... It's gonna be Monster Hunter... fucking... Monster Hunter Monday, Monster Hunter Tuesday, Monster Hunter Wednesday, Monster Hunter Thursday, Monster Hunter Fridays, bro. Check this out, right? Um, February 28th, funny enough, is the day that Monster Hunter Wilds releases. It's also my 2-year anniversary of being on Twitch. So the day Monster Hunter Wilds releases will also be me 2 years on Twitch, which is a crazy milestone that I did not... It feels like yesterday I started streaming, so it's kind of crazy. Like, look at where we came out the mud, man. We came out the mud. Look at us now. We're fucking 2 years, man. Here's to 2 more, my friends. Cheers. You know, that tastes a lot better when it's actually cold. Hello, Team Galactic Grunt. What's going on, my boy? Oh, he was like, don't chase after me. I'm not always gonna plow into you every time we meet. Pause. Giga pause. How's it going, Nacho? Buffing up your Pokemon. I'll test your Pokemon to see how buff and tough you are. Pause. This is like the volleyball scene in Top Gun. We were talking about it earlier. Chippy and me attempted Arkveld once, but the quest timed out. Is too short. Yeah. Again, Monster Hunter World was my first Monster Hunter game. Oh shit, this is not the Pokemon I wanted to lead with. That's okay. What's stronger, Wing Attack or Nightshade? I feel like it's Wing Attack. Quick Claw. Good to know. Damn! Murkrow, I did not know you had it like that, baby boy. That makes me happy. Murkrow almost fucking iced this guy with a simple fucking attack. Endeavor, no! We might be caught in a time loop where it's gonna spam Endeavor. What? Okay, I was about to say, it can't act faster than fucking items. So for those who don't know, Endeavor makes it so that the opposing Pokemon lowers its HP to yours. You feel me? It can't kill. It can't kill. But between Endeavor and Quick Attack, it is like a super duper sinister combination. And now we're in trouble because he's going to Endeavor Quick Attack spam until he gets a kill. So literally the best option I have is to stay as Graveler. He's 100% gonna Endeavor here, watch. Which is why I'm like, fuck it, Endeavor me. It's not gonna kill. It will never kill. It's scarier than it looks, and that's also why I went out to the thing. Quick Attack cannot kill the thing. It sucks that this is what we're doing, but it can't kill me. We're plowing rough and tough. We're plowing slow and sloppy. We're plowing very gently and very poorly. Oh my god. Major pause. Facts. No, like I was saying, Monster Hunter World was my first exposure to Monster Hunter, and in the beta for that they were like, hey, we're gonna allow you to fight Nergigante. There's a lot of factors here. One, it is with the items, weapons, and equipment that you have in the beta. Honestly, not very good equipment if we're being very real, right? This is base 120, can't miss. This is base 1. This is not base 120. This is higher, right? What's half of 90? Half of 90 is 45. That's base 135. Psychic is stronger than a super effective shockwave. Blast off! I'll give you. Let's go. As I was saying. So, oh, Girl Boss leveled up. And Scott Steiner leveled up. Look at that attack stat. That's disrespectful. They're sending out Roselia. You want to send out a Roselia against me? You piece of shit. They made it so that you can beat the Elder Dragon in the beta, but they made it exceedingly difficult. They made it so that you have almost no time to do it. They made it so that you have like really poor weapons. So even if you're an experienced hunter and you try to do it, it's gonna be hard. So it's okay if you didn't beat it. It's meant to be that way. It's meant to be like you have to do it incredibly efficiently and with like everybody on lock. It's supposed to be what? It's supposed to be difficult. If we use close combat and it doesn't kill what we use it on, Ignis is as good as dead. I also don't know what to give up for it. Because Power Punch Flame Wheel is good. Mach Punch means that we'll always win the speed tie. Flamethrower is a very strong stab move. If I were to get rid of anything, it'd be Flame Wheel. Fuck it. We'll get rid of Flame Wheel for now. We'll get rid of Flame Wheel for now. It's not the best thing in the world to have a physical special splitter, so it's okay. Now what's he sending up? Ponyta? Shella still hasn't evolved, so I don't want to risk it. We could just go back to Doctor Strange, or even better, Scott Steiner. The genetic freak, ladies and gentlemen, is back. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Back at it again with sliders, you delightfully delectable darling. I do love alliteration, and I love it when I'm the complimented one. No, it's very sweet. What kind of sliders did you get? Is it chicken? Is it burgers? Is it buffalo? Buffalo. Gotta get through me first. I love it. I love the energy. Y'all are good people. I've said this before, but I you know, like, thank you guys for being here tonight. Y'all are all very sweet, very funny. I'm very lucky to have such a dope ass community. Also, Inferno's evolving. Yippee! Makes sense to something like that into the beta. I guess I wasn't expecting it since it's my first ever Monster Hunter beta. Exactly, yeah. So it doesn't matter how good you are. They made it so that the fight against Arkveld has 20 minutes. That's nothing. That's not enough time. It's straight up, it's not enough time, but it's intentionally not. Oh, let's go! The time skip, baby! The time skip! Bam! What? Bam! What? Can I get a hell yeah? I love it. I love it. I love it. Should I have let it evolve? I feel like we could have gotten this thing to get something more shiest had I not done that. Either way, it's too late now, but let me just see, right? Shellos. Moves. It would have learned Earth Power at level 35. That's pretty good. Earth Power is honestly one of the best things this thing could learn. At Evolution, it learns Earth Power at level 39. I could live with that. That's not that bad. Good news, we have avoided great catastrophe. Is that Jake Twitch? Damn, Vaughn. Thank you so much. Jake, what's going on, my boy? How you doing tonight on this glorious Monday? We hit a fucking time skip on the Nuzlocke. We may have lost some members, but we are stronger and closer than we ever have been before. It's kind of like One Piece. Spoilers. The fucking One Piece is in fact the friends we made along the way. Sorry to tell you, but what's going on? Also, there's some beef ones. Mi madre bought over that she has grilled while I was sicky. Aw. I'm glad you get to enjoy some delicious beef sliders. I could go for some of that right now. I won't say it in a sus way because I know it's gonna activate half of you in the chat, Well, I could go for some beef right now. Everybody's gonna be like, hey, yo! Hey, fucking yo! Nacho, that's crazy. Pause. Giggle pause. Yeah. Whatever. Vaughn's on top of his mod shit. We see you. Vaughn is great. Vaughn is outstanding. Love you, Pookie Bear. He's my little otter. That's my little otter. He's lean, but he's muscular. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Thank God this game actually has an objective marker. Chase the grunt heading east of Pastoria. Where, bro? Is he heading to the resort? Did he take his hot mom with him? Maybe not. Oh, let me go to Sunny Shore. Sunny Shore City, which is down the road, has a major blackout. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Jake, man, how are you doing tonight? Let me tell you, the streams you've been doing lately, knocking it out of the park. When we rated out the other day for fucking Cars 2, I was inspired, man. You awakened something in me. I can't put my finger on it, but you awakened something. Loved it. I did not know Cars 2 was that shice, man. That's like a real ass game. This is gonna be a deep pull, but it reminded me of Split Second. For those who don't know what Split Second is, it is a criminally underrated racing game where you build up I think it's called power plays, which was this meter that allowed you to activate hazards on the stage. Imagine Mario Kart, except instead of, oh, here he is. What's good, my boy? Instead of item boxes, you would gain like clout, and then you would use that mid-race to like drop fucking planes and buildings and ships onto the field and change the track and blow up cars along the way. So cool. Tight, right, and juicy. Oh my, young lady, it's getting a little warm in here. The man be beef maxing to the extreme. Is this the fucking Twitch chat that I've cultivated? Is like the Gooner community is just saying this wild shit, talking about mash up him blood clot and fucking talking about delicious juicy beef. All I said was that Vaughn is my sweet little otter. He's just my muscular, smooth otter. What's so weird about that? Found a side of him he never knew existed. Stop. Beef in this economy? Yeah, bro, the beef is at a premium. What's that one rhyme on fucking... The one rhyme on Twitter when Twitter was less stupid? It was like... Oh, I'm a vegetarian, so I let the Glock handle the beef, or some shit like that, where it's just a dude who put a gun into his plate of spaghetti, and he's like, I'm a vegetarian, so I let the Glock handle the beef. That's heat. Admittedly, that's heat. Look what me get. Haha, Yugi boy. Oh, is that Chibi Cynthia? Doink, doink, doink. Cynthia. Neuron activate. Have you seen the group of Psyduck on Route 210? Sure. She's gonna give me defog, right? Oh yeah, they got rid of defog. Ah. I cannot believe this young lady had a fucking Garchomp. She's like the Giga Ace. Alright, so now we can go... We should technically go back up and this way, so let's do that. Matter of fact, let's just fly. Like, the vibes, man. We don't want to harsh the vibes. Let's just fucking fly. Vaughn is the muscle delight everyone wants but can't have. Muscle delight is outstanding. Oh man. Well, no, like on the topic of that, right? Like, you guys are great. You guys are amazing, right? Vaughn is the lone Ronin of the chat, right? He's got his sword, he's funny as shit, and I don't think we did it yet. If we did, it doesn't matter. We give another shout out to Vaughn. He streams usually pretty late. I would say anywhere from 9 to 11 p.m. on the eastern side. So, you know, you're not gonna catch me and Vaughn live at the same time pretty much ever. Anytime he is live, I'm usually there unless I gotta fucking sleep for some stupid work. End of that sentence, for stupid work. But Vaughn is he's got some pretty good just chatting skills. I don't know how he does it, but he is great at conversating. But with all that said, right, I do appreciate everybody who comes by. I do appreciate, like, you guys are funny, right? Not everybody has a funny Twitch chat. Not everybody has, like, a cool, fun community like this. Y'all are very sweet. Wait, what? What did I just accept? What's the old charm? What's this old-ass charm, girl? You know, that's what my grandma said about me, bro. I'm the old charm. Oh, what's up? What route are we on? This is all 210. So there... Do we have an encounter for Route 210? Azuril... Missed... Oh. Okay. No, not captured. Missed. Here we go. I'm updating the Nuzlocke tracker. We're on Route 210. Guess what? We never caught a Pokemon on Route 210. Which means anything we find here is fair game. Not that there might be anything to catch, but if we find something new, it is available to be caught. Geodude, I sleep. The genetic freak does not even have any interest in fighting this thing. Hey, yo, Owens and Waffle House are having their own... What? Oh my god! A shinobi. I actually forgot that this was a fucking trainer class. That boy's just wearing pajamas. Don't worry, baby. I always think of you when I stream. What if, like, next to my nightstand, I just had a picture of Vaughn like this, like the fucking... Remember this? The, where is it? Employee of the month. That'd be pretty good. Not the case, but that'd be pretty good. Why Geodude look like a testy with arms? He's a sentient nutsack come to life to take revenge on those that wronged him. What? Wait, did I just say Scott Steiner wants to be petted? I promise you, we will not be doing that. I'm freaking sweating right now. I'm freaking nervous. You good, big dog? Is the are you heating up? Are things getting a little too steamy? I can't do the deep voice right now, otherwise my voice would crack, and that's not attractive. Hold up, you should have an employee of the month pick for Vaughn? I do. I quite literally do. That wasn't a joke. I think the Nuzlocke is going swimmingly. We just beat up 3 nutsacks and a kid wearing pajamas. So, now that we got that out of the way, I concede defeat. Facts. She said something about rare Pokemon being a Celestic town. I'ma call cap. Literally, the only Pokemon on my mind right now is what's his face? The only Pokemon on my mind right now is Bronzor. If we could get a Bronzor, that would be good. For those who don't know what that is, it's basically a blue dinner plate. The reason we need that is because if we can get a Bronzor anywhere in Sinnoh, we can guarantee that we can get a Gibble. Guaranteeing Gibble gives us a lot of flexibility. Matter of fact, I really don't think we need anything in this route, so we're just gonna fucking move, you feel me? Let me see. Oh, whoa! Where are we? What? He's not even here. Oh, there he is. 5% encounter rate, by the way. Did we just find a super rare Pokemon? She. What can Mime Jr. do? Before I try to catch it and then it just uses like quadruple Psychic or something? No, this is a super rare Pokemon. What? Pound, Copycat, Baton Pass, Encore, Confusion, Roleplay. Hey, yo, this thing has a super sus moveset. He tickles and copycats? Oh, don't forget Roleplay and Pound. Who came up with this shit? Nintendo was on the freak phase when they came up with this Pokemon's moves. Okay. We're gonna switch out. Matter of fact, no. Fuck it, we ball. Scheist. That is a super rare encounter. What the fuck? What? Alright. Now we have a Mime Jr. It's a male Mime Jr. It will evolve into a Mr. Mime. What can we name this thing? Is that why Ash's mom keeps him around? I wanted to make like a joke about like, but I can't name it the cock, you know? It literally, it will not let me, but also it doesn't make sense. He's not Tickle Monster. How did both of you come up with that at the same time? Are you guys conspiring together? Fucking Tickle Monster it is. MNSTR. Fuck it, we ball. Welcome to the fucking party, Tickle Monster. That's actually crazy. I said it in chat earlier. I must have suppressed that very deeply because I sure as fuck didn't see that. Dude, what a fucking encounter though. That was huge. Literally the only two Pokemon that we could have gotten here were what was it? The only two Pokemon that we could have caught here were Chansey and Mime Jr. And I think between the two, we just fucking we hit the jackpot, to be honest. I see a Karate Man, so we're gonna go out to Dr. Strange. What the fuck happened? What happened to my screen, bros? What is this? I thought they got rid of defog. Oh god, we don't have it. Who thought this was okay? Oh my god, there's Shinobi in the fucking... Oh my god. Marcel? Oh, we could have given him a French-ass name. We could have called him Jean-Paul. Or Jean-Luc. Or Pierre. We could have called him Baguette. Oh. Instead we went with fucking Tickle Monster. Had to step away for a bit. Did I miss anything? We caught a Mime Jr. Which is a really rare encounter. We caught a Mime Jr. and we named it fucking... we named it Tickle Monster. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Oh my lord. Tickle monster. Time to get some grub, BRB. Why is everybody talking about food when I'm hungry? I ate a bunch of salad like a punk ass. I'm trying to be healthy and mind my weight. I'm eating fucking, it was like a southwestern salad. It was good, but like, all I want is meat. Pause. All I want is meat. I just want like a burger or some chicken. I want wings. I want fries. I want fucking sliders. I want steak. Pause. Giga pause. He's sucking it? Bro, put a Cadbury cream egg right in front of me. I will throw the fuck out of it. I'll be like, come here. Oh, I'm so hungry. I'm fucking losing it. You know how hard it is to eat healthy? It's fucking boring. My body is being fed salad, but it craves protein. It craves eggs, chicken. I'm trying to have a family reunion, bro. I'm trying to have chicken, egg, and cheese. What in the fuck is happening? We can't get an encounter. Oh! That's actually really scary. A wild macho puts the fear of God in my veins. Later. See, we're using a fast Pokemon, so it's not like we can fucking, you know. Should I just stop being stubborn and find Defog? I feel like that might be the wave. Pokemon BDSP Defog. Do I need to talk to someone in order to get Defog? I beat the 4th gym. Go to Pastoria. Defeat the gym leader. Head back to the Pokemon Center of Pastoria. Top right of the center, you'll find a building. Great Marsh. Enter that building and get into the Safari Zone. There'll be an NPC to the right of the entrance. Talk to them and they'll give you Defog. The loops we used to jump through when we were kids, bro. I'm so mad I can't make that clip shorter. I appreciate you trying. Now there's no evidence. Oh well, what did he say? That'll stay between you and me and everyone who is here in the chat. I'm having pizza and potato skins? Oh shit. Is it like a Super Bowl leftovers thing? That's what it sounds like. Normally I don't fuck with potato skins. I think they're kind of mid, but depending on what you get with it, like, you know, if you're just eating potato skins alone, that's kind of whack. But if it's like the loaded potato skins and they got some cheese, yeah, some bacon, yeah, some sour cream, oh baby, I'll go stupid for some sour cream. Pause. We gotta fly. We gotta fly. This is unfeasible. Go Birds, facts. Let's go your local sports team, cause I don't really know anything about football. I know it was the Kansas City Taylor Swifts versus the Philadelphia Eagles. And then win or lose, bro, Philly will not survive. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it out because I think it's funny as shit. There was a TikTok. I love this because they did the exact same thing. When the New York Knicks, we're pausing the game. This is way more important. When the New York Knicks looked like they were going to win the NBA playoffs, or the finals rather, they made the exact same meme. So it's not a creative meme. It's not something new, innovative, fresh. Far from it. Everybody and their mom has already made this meme. But holy shit, it is easily one of my favorite memes of all time. Are you guys ready? Also, the music that plays in it is always the funniest shit. Saquon Barkley runs it into for another 70-yard touchdown. Eagles win the Super Bowl. The moment that the Eagles won the Super Bowl, this is what happened to Philly. Philadelphia was crumbled to pieces, bro. Shambles. Turned to fucking dust. What? Philly won? Let's go! Just destroy your city because you can't handle the excitement. Do I get it? I don't know. Philly's like Gotham when every villain group is up. Philly is actually a GTA server. PvP is always enabled in PA. I love that meme so fucking much. Oh, what? Did your local sports team win their major final event? Congrats. That shit is funny. Listen, Nacho, you know the Eagles. You got me. I do in fact know the Eagles and the Kansas City Taylor Swifts. That's what I'm gonna call them. I do feel bad. Did you guys see like all the it's a mixed bag, but basically like Travis Kels, I deadass don't know how to say his name. Apparently he did an endorsement for a very, very divisive individual who looks like a bleached butthole. And so, you know, Taylor Swift is in very much direct opposition to this really stupid fucking individual. And don't forget, this individual has also publicly roasted Taylor Swift. He's literally been like, this girl, stupid, blah, blah, blah. I have literally nothing against Taylor Swift. I have no opinion one way or the other. Did he? Yeah, this is a real thing. Travis Kelce was like, oh, I'm glad that the sentient butthole is going to be going to the Super Bowl. I'm excited to, like, you know, it's an honor. That's what he said. He said it's an honor. All right? Mind you, he is dating the individual who this fucking sentient circus peanut made fun of. Kind of a bitch move. Like, if someone, hey, listen, fellas. Hey, you know me, I don't exaggerate, but if someone was making fun of my Dame, I wouldn't be like, oh, it'll be an honor to have you on my game, bro. I'd be like, you better not show up to my fucking game, bro, or I'm gonna put belt to ass. You feel me? But that's just me. What do we think goes better with pork chops, mashed potatoes, or fettuccine noodles? Whoa, I wouldn't even consider pasta. I'm not saying you're wrong, I'm just saying I wouldn't consider it. That sounds like a fucking... That's the kind of meal that'll give you sugar for Owens. That shit gonna have you hooting and hollering. So I'm gonna say do the Alfredo. Or you guys said Alfredo, you said noodles. Have we been here before? What the fuck? Have we been here? Wait, I don't want to fight these people. I am horrified of ace trainers if I'm keeping it 100. Bleach also tweeted about people booing Taylor and was like, Maga never forgets or something, and you know Philly fans were booing her. We threw batteries at Santa, no forgiveness. Yeah. That was where I was getting at, is that they, of course, everything turned political, and so they, ace trainers. So when the camera cut to Taylor Swift, a lot of people were booing. There are many reasons why she got booed. The very simple one is the fact that, hey, she's dating the superstar of the enemy team. That right there is grounds enough, right? That's said and done, right? If you want to add more drama to it, the NFL, from my gatherings as a humble observer, the fact that she the NFL has never really had like a big presence with people who weren't the players, right? So it kind of turned into like, oh look, and Taylor Swift is here to watch her man, blah 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 blah. And it's like, I promise you, most people don't give a fuck that she's here. She's just there to watch the game or, like, you know, be with her man. Whatever, she's entitled to that. But people were upset because a lot of the time they would cut to her during the game. Does that make sense? So they'd be like, oh, here's the football game. Let's see what Taylor Swift is doing right now. And it's like, bro, the Venn diagram between Taylor Swift and football fans is non-existent. These are two separate fucking circles. But they tried to capitalize on her popularity by trying to make it like, but also let's see what she's up to right now, you know? Not great. If we're being honest, not great. So there was a bit of fatigue, and it's like, bro, nobody wants to see her. Nobody cares. Not my personal opinion. Don't come after me. But a lot of people are like, why are we giving her media attention when this has nothing to do with her? Basically, that's the long and skippy of it, right? I was getting Skeevy vibes from her starring in that Kansas Chiefs branded rom-com, so I'm not exactly surprised. Is this a thing? Why is that's the first time I'm hearing about this? That sounds like ass. I will not. Listen, I'm not the guy that takes a lot of stances here, but I gotta say my piece. I will not be watching that show. That show sounds... Whoa! That show sounds like ass. You feel me? Speaking of American football, my team won. Oh, we got a lot of PA Jersey folks in here then. That's what's up. No, apparently the Eagles won. I saw the footage. Philadelphia is in shambles right now. It has been completely destroyed and decimated to its bare parts. It's really funny to me because it's like they get that excited. They're like, bro, I'm about to trash this fucking city. Like they're all the Joker. Every person in PA is the Joker. Not shocking to me. I know. I have very close proximity to PA, so I get it, right? Oh man. I found it ironic how Kendrick performed Not Like Us and Taylor is there being the target he's talking about. Oh, Vaughn, it was like a quadruple entendre. It was a performance of a lifetime. Because he was talking about, clearly, he was talking about Drake. He was talking to the Circus Peanut gone wrong. He was talking a little bit about Taylor, but like a little bit, but not, because of the fact that, like, remember they are part of the same they're part of the same production studio, right? TOP, right? TOP, TOP, whatever the fuck it's called. They're part of the same like label, so you don't really want to do some friendly fire there, right? Also, I saw something earlier here. This might be a hot take. I think Taylor Swift is mid as fuck. I literally don't have an opinion one way or the other. I have never listened to Taylor Swift. She has an enormous, unbelievably massive media presence in everything, right? I feel like you can't go a fucking day without hearing about Taylor Swift, whether you like it or not. And that's, I think, the third reason, because we're talking about it, right? That's the third reason why I feel like people booed, is because there is an oversaturation of Taylor Swift content. Oh, he got me. I didn't even fucking see him. With the fucking NFL, they would cut to Taylor, be like, hey, here's Taylor Swift. It's like, why? Why is this relevant? Why should we care? Right? And it's not her fault. It's honestly not her fault. She's there to show up to fucking watch her man play. Good, cool, whatever. But it still doesn't change the fact that there was too much Taylor Swift at every fucking turn, right? You couldn't go without seeing her whether you liked it or not. And when a celebrity gets to be that big, regardless of whatever genre, whatever art they do, people are gonna be fucking fatigued. They're gonna be like, bro, I'm tired of this shit. Enough. And that's how people were with her. They're like, bro, I get it. Enough Taylor, basically. But yeah. Holiday touchdown, a Chiefs love story. I'm about to throw up. I would rather subject myself to like walking into the ocean and never being seen again, like Godzilla, than watch that show. Nothing sounds more miserable than watching that show. Can he act? Let's keep it simple. Can he act? Does he have any type of acting chops whatsoever? Or is it just them capitalizing on his popularity that kind of broke past football? Because it's kind of crazy. Yes, he is a well-known football man, but a lot of people know him as, oh, you mean Taylor Swift's boyfriend, which I guess is an accomplishment in itself. Could do a little brown gravy with the garlic and butter left over from frying the chops. Oh my god. Y'all are gonna make me lose my mind up in here. Y'all gonna make me act a fool up in here. I am famished, y'all. I had a fucking salad before going live. I had a salad and a sparkling water. My body craves meat. I crave the meat. I hunger for meat. I don't care how I get it. I need meat. We're gonna go to Ignis here. I don't know what this veteran is gonna have, but these guys tend to be pretty fucking tough to beat. This could go poorly. He could have some crazy ass Pokemon that will just stop me. Buizel? That's not what you want to see, but it'll be okay. Matter of fact, let's get Shiesty. Wouldn't it be funny if I like... Yeah, whatever, Aqua Jet. Even with a crit, this doesn't kill. On the freak accident that this is a crit, it doesn't kill. Imagine punching someone so hard, fucking steam comes out of your body. Actually insane. Actually closer to Baltimore than PA, but I was born in a state that didn't have a team and the Eagles just spoke to me more. Yeah, that's how it is for a lot of people in Jersey. They're like, oh yeah, wait. I want to bring out Girl Boss, but I'm afraid that he might have an Electro type move. What's he bringing out? It was a Psychic type, right? I rarely hate, but Taylor Swift does not deserve any of the good things that's happened to her. Whoa! Did not expect to read that. That's a hot take. Gotta go. Have a good rest of the stream. Wise, thank you so much for being here. I hope you had a good time. I'll see you next time, buddy. Take care. I once listened to a Taylor Swift conspiracist fan unpack that for me at a party. I do not care for her. Wow. I didn't know I had such a based community that had such scathing opinions of Tay Sway. I don't disagree with any of you guys. I just know that she has like unbelievably rabid fans that will fucking murder people in her defense. It's like the same as Beyonce, right? You don't mess with the Beehive or whatever the fuck, or you don't mess with Nicki Minaj and the Barbies, quote unquote. It's that energy of like, I don't want to piss off a fan of this famous person, because the people who really, really like them, they will not be happy with my opinion. So you navigate these waters very cautiously. If you guys want my real mask off, my 100 emoji opinion, I have never listened to anything. I have never listened to fucking Taylor Swift in my life. I don't plan to change that for any reason whatsoever. Nothing has ever called to me. I think that... What was it Bunny or was it Vaughn? I think both of you said that. I think it was Vaughn, yeah. Taylor Swift does not deserve any of the good things that's happened to her. This is about to get into like a way wider, bigger, and deeper conversation. So literally everybody who's in the chat right now, hold on to your butts, okay? Hold on to your butts. Buckle up, because it's about to get fucking real. We all know in Hollywood, in the United States, just anywhere in general, there's a lot of nepotism, right? There are a lot of actors that they don't really have talent. They're not good actors, but their mommy or their daddy were actors, so they have a legacy. Like, look at Ice Cube's son, right? No, I'm just picking the first person I thought of, right? Ice Cube's son, Jaden Smith. What do they have in common? They're both children of way bigger, more successful art, like, actors that came from fucking nothing. Will Smith came from nothing. Ice Cube came from nothing. And they made it big as you could fucking get. So they use, and you know, like, honestly, you can't blame them, but it's still a conversation that needs to be had, and it's fucking disingenuous to not have it, where there are so many people who are on high positions of power or fame or success that 100% do not deserve it, because they had an in, they had a connection, they had somebody who was like, I'm going to, I worked hard, sure, but now I'm gonna open the door for you, and now the same opportunity that was given to me due to my skill or hard work is going to be robbed of the person after me. Where instead of a new actor or actress getting a job or a new musician getting discovered, instead it's, oh, well, Taylor Swift falls into this perfectly. Her parents are giga rich, and they basically created her in a lab and spammed her. When you are rich and when you have infinite resources, you have as many opportunities as you want to make it big. She didn't, Yvonne is right. I don't think she earned the success that came her way. She had rich ass parents that were like, you know what would be a fun gimmick? Let's pay out the ass, make our daughter fucking crammed with musical ability and knowledge and all that, and then let's fucking release her into the world and shake hands, kiss babies, grease some fingers, to give her every fucking door just wide open for her success. She is again, mask off, she is the most like manufactured artist that I could fucking think of. You feel me? Meanwhile, do a comparison with anybody else, right? Like, who is a musician that came from fucking nothing and blew up? Let's do J. Cole, right? Because I'm familiar with his story. I like J. Cole. J. Cole was just a dude in New York, right? Came from nothing, didn't have like crazy rich family, nothing like that, right? He had a talent for music. He worked really hard at it. He grinded. Yes, he was able to get in touch with Jay-Z. He was able to like, but it wasn't a door that was open for him, right? It was literally hard work plus opportunity equals, yo, here's my fucking chance to make it big and succeed and break out and change my fucking trajectory. Meanwhile, think about it like this. If that opportunity bombed, how many more opportunities would he have had in his life? When you do not come from wealth, when you do not come from power, you have to fight tooth and nail for every opportunity that comes your way. When you come from money, when you come from, you know, a good position, you can take as many swings as you want. This is not discredit, like, hey, if she fucking was a good student and became a good musician because she fucking worked for it, cool. But let's not pretend that it was hard work that is equivalent to somebody who doesn't have the same resources, because it's not the same. It's two very different things. The fans are a cult. It's crazy. Since birth, I hated Taylor Swift. Bro came out the womb despising Tay Soy, huh? There's something pretty funny about that, Vaughn. It's crazy you say that. But ever since I found out she's a PDF file, I can't find any good with her. What? Is that true? I'm not questioning you. I just never heard that before. Is that real? Oh, shit. Look, I never saw that. I'm not verifying nothing. You know? I don't know nothing about that. She did a minor when she was 23-ish. Ew. Unfortunately, that's like normalized around here in the US, but that's a whole other conversation. Ew. Fellas, why are you, as a grown-ass adult, dating people who are minors? Is that your way of telling me that you have no pull? You got no bitches, you got no hoes? I think this is a whole statewide thing, like a countrywide thing, where if you were in high school and there were these girls that would date guys that were like not in high school, it's fucked up. You don't blame the girl because like she might not know any better. She might really see something in the guy that everyone else can see through. I'm not blaming the women here. I'm not blaming the young guys who are dating older women here. It's fucking creepy to date someone who is a minor, bro. At that point, you're not dating, you're fucking babysitting for free and being creepy. I had those friends. Grooming has been so normalized. Exactly. It's a really ugly topic. It's fucking cringe and it's whack. But let's not pretend like it doesn't happen, because it 100% fucking happens. It's a very, like you said, it's a very normalized thing in the US. It really shouldn't be, but it just is, and it's fucking whack. By the way, we can get another encounter here. We can either get a Magikarp or a Barboach. So let's go ahead and do that. Their levels can either be 10 to 25. So let's switch to Murkrow, Girl Boss, because they have Nightshade. And let's catch ourselves a Magikarp. I think it's time. Come on, Magikarp. This is like, everyone shits on Magikarp. It is such a, oh. Okay, there's like 100 opportunities to get it, so this is not a bad thing. I just wasn't expecting it. Shit, 30 shouldn't be too much, right? Nightshade. 30 should not kill. How much HP does Barboach have? Okay, good. Snore. That's pretty shiced. Let's use a Dusk. No, Dust Ball's too good. Let's use a Great Ball. We don't gotta go too crazy here. Oh, critical catch! So for those who don't know, this is a very, very hidden mechanic in Pokemon that was introduced way later. The more Pokemon you have in your Pokedex, the higher percentage chance that you get what's called a critical catch, where instead of doing like 5 checks to see if the Pokemon will stay in the ball, it does 1. Just 1. It's not guaranteed to catch. I've had a critical catch fail, but it's always cool when it happens, right? I'm gonna call him, we might use this. Or leans. I probably misspelled it. It would be fucking embarrassing if I misspelled it. Alright, Celestic Town. We caught ourselves a Barboach. Which means at the very least we get to take it away from the table. Alright? There is a very large amount of encounters that we have not missed, but skipped, right? Did I put Wooper into our catch table? No, I didn't. That was Route 212, right? Mm-hmm. So Route 212, we caught ourselves a Wooper. Putting that on the table. There you go. Let me catch up with the chat real quick. I was yapping quite a bit there. I'm sorry. It's sketchy because he was 17 at the time, but even so, yikes. Yeah, like, what are you seeing in a fucking minor that makes you abandon your fucking morals. You know what I mean? That it rubs me the wrong way. And I had friends like that. There was like one of the most beautiful girls I've ever known in my entire fucking life. I'm not gonna say her name, but it was a girl that I went to high school with. She was beautiful, but it's not like I had a crush on her, you know? Like, she was a close friend, we were cool, but I can tell you she was objectively gorgeous, right? And the shamelessness that I saw, bro. I had 18, 19, 20-year-old dudes who would try to flirt with this fucking girl. She was 2 grades below me, and when I was a junior, she was a freshman. And these fucking 20-year-olds, dude, are flirting with this 15-year-old girl. Talking about, oh, damn, baby, you look good. Damn, you did this and that and blah, blah, blah. Like, shit that I'm not gonna repeat. Trying to flirt with this girl. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Does she have a cake that'll make it quake? You're missing the point. Don't sexualize the minors. Granted, like, at the time, I was like 16, and I was like, good lord, you're fine. But as soon as I turned 18, it was like a switch flipped in my brain. I'm not even kidding. I was like, oh, she's a baby. Right? It became much more of a like protecting thing of like, listen, I'm gonna keep an eye on you so that no fucking weirdos try to take advantage of you. And that's how a lot of us were. We were very protective of each other because the fucking people are fucking shameless. You gotta quick catch these hands if you don't get some freaking food. Y'all about to make me order pizza right now. I'm about to get me a barbecue chicken parm double deluxe with extra meat on the fucking pizza, man. Oh, I can taste it in my mouth as we speak. I'm gonna burst. Oh, I'm about to go crazy. I had a client that was like, I was fantasized about teens, but then I talked to a 19-year-old and we had nothing to talk about. Dude was like 54. Now here's the crazy thing. If you've ever talked to like an old person, not all of them have good morals. Some of them will straight up be like, yeah, bro, I would love to get down with someone fucking a third of their age. 17 is crazy. 17 is egregious and straight up illegal in some places. Not enough places if you ask me, but some places, right? I've seen it. It's fucked up. It's stupid. People are like, Gen Z has such a problem with age gaps for a good fucking reason. We have morals. Not that I'm Gen Z, I'm a millennial, but you know what I mean. Like, you gotta be lacking morals or desperate, or you pull no type of ass if you're out here dating someone way younger than you. If they're under 18, you're on creep watch. If they're gonna turn 18 that year, you're still on creep watch. If it's like a 2-3 year age gap, I could be like, but not really. And then the older you get, once the person, you know, like if you're 22 and you're dating someone who's 25, it's fine. It becomes more acceptable the older you get. When we're fucking 20 dating a 30-year-old, yikes. And if it's under 18, giga yikes. Owens, I'm gonna break your door down. The very explicit, like, uh-oh. I love your save, too. I meant objectively. There's not a hint of humor or comedy. You're fighting for your life right now. You're like, no. Objectively, guys. Come on. Guys, am I right? Anybody? Owens is finding himself in a rare position to have nobody on his side. God, that's funny though. What the fuck? What the fuck is up with this guy? Oh, Psych Up. Yeah, I know about Psych Up. It copies your opponent's stat changes. That's Gucci gang. Because all the Gen X moms were groomed in high school. Ugh. and they're not about that life. Exactly. Fellas, I know most of us are already out of high school. If you have kids, please warn your children about this stuff. There's a lot of people that don't give a fuck about you that will just get with you to use you, be it physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or God forbid, metaphysically. There are some people out here, they don't give a fuck about you. And the only person at the end of the day who can save you is yourself. You gotta be aware of the dumb shit that you are being susceptible to. I'm gonna switch just to be safe. This dude could pull explosion right now and change the course of this Nuzlocke drastically. One thing that's super apparent is that people who date those way younger minors is because everyone their age range knows better and won't put up with them. Yeah. Like, tell me that you're a fucking creep who nobody in their age bracket wants to date without saying those exact words. That's usually how it goes, right? It's you know, dating, like, I will tell you this, finding a way to be in a relationship in 2025 kind of hard, right? Like, how do you meet people aside from dating apps? And even then, dating apps fucking suck ass. How do you meet someone, right? Not that easy, not that simple. I'm not saying it is. But if you go to the fucking high school to try and pre-order a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you need to go to Arkham Asylum. You need to get locked the fuck up in the basement, bro. Why are you out here macking on minors? And Waffle House is completely right. Like, listen, not everybody has pull with the gender they are attracted to. Not everybody has pull with the same, like, age range, age bracket. You know, you can date someone younger reasonably. You can date someone older reasonably, right? And the older you get, again, the more acceptable it becomes, the less weird or sus it becomes, right? Did he just crash out? This is the weirdest NPC. Bro was just very excited to show me psych up. Alright, the Thing. Show us why Smackdown is your signature move. Bro, if I got flinched by Air Cutter, I would have ended stream right then and there. I'm like, alright, y'all, it's been a good night. I need to go. Often go for people with trauma who need out of a bad family situation. That's some, like, you have an eye for being a fucking creepo abuser, you know? People who do shit like that is a giga red flag to me. It's like, bro, you really? You're down? No. It's weird. It's very, very big not good. That are people that they can dupe into thinking their super controlling tendencies are normal. Yeah, because if you're going for someone who's young, they're inexperienced, and you're taking advantage of that to treat them in a way that they do not deserve because they don't know how they deserve to be treated in the first place. It's a fucking vicious cycle, man. Now, I'm sorry that we got so fucking real on the Nacho stream. Like, we're all just chilling, vibing, having a good time and all that. But I don't even know how this topic came up, but here we are, right? What the fuck is in Route 211? We haven't caught anything in Route 211, right? Route 211 has Meditite, Macho, Graveler. Damn, this is from grown men. Zuba, Macho, Nacho, Chingling. The only new Pokemon that we could get here would be Chingling and Meditite. Between the two, I'm gonna keep it 100. Chingling is rare, but it's not good. We could also get Noctowl just to get it, like, quote-unquote, out of the way. Unless there's another Pokemon we can get from the water. Oh, the Honey Tree, that's right. We could try to get something from the Honey Tree. El Diablo, that rarity. Heracross, Apom, Silcoon, Cascoon, Burmy, Combi, Cherubi. Did anyone see a honey tree while we were running around? Because if we haven't caught anything in this route... Oh, there it is right there! I'm like, yeah, I wonder where the honey tree is, boys. I guess good old Nacho can't find it. Whoa, there it is! Yeah, slather that bark with honey. Slather that thick wood with some sweet, sweet honey. Just like that. When I ended things with an ex-fiance, I'm talking about 7 years together. Aw, the dating game was so fucking foreign, and the 2 times I tried, I think it was Bumble, were fucking traumatizing, so I'm about to be that old lady with 20 dogs. I'm gonna keep it real, that's base as fuck. I don't really talk about my love life too much, but I have my friends here, I have people who knew me from like my military time, all that. I'm gonna do a little peek behind the curtain, right? Waffle House, you felt based enough to share that with us. I feel comfortable to share this with you, right? I love living alone, it's so good. Yeah, like, don't feel any fucking obligation to like relationship, reproduce, like, no. I promise you, the government does not give a fuck about that. They just want more people, right? I know that might be a bit of a jaded perspective, but like, we know better. There is no wrong way to live your life as long as you are not interfering with other people's fucking lives, right? If you want to live alone, if you don't want to involve someone else in your life, if you don't want a dependency or have someone dependent of you, there is no wrong answer to that, right? Fucking to each their own, right? But to my point, there is... When I was in high school, there was a girl that I was very smitten with, and things weren't great. We were sabotaged. I'm like speed running this. This is like very deep, but things went great with her. I was like in love, like bigly in love, like fucking marriage love. And then things were broken up. This is like a fucking anime. We were straight up sabotaged. There was a friend who had a massive crush on me who decided to put themselves in the way of me and her relationship by she lied about stuff about me to her, and she lied to me about stuff about her. And we were young, we were stupid, we were not able to talk it out, and we broke up. When I went to boot camp, I ended up reconnecting with her, and we somehow managed to maintain a long distance relationship even when I was in Japan, which is fucking crazy. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit, but we were together for 6 years, I want to say 6 years, maybe seven. It was 7 years. We were together for 7 years. And then out of the blue, it didn't work out. This is the part that I don't feel comfortable talking about, so I'm not gonna like get into the details of why it didn't work out. But it was a shock to me. It was suddenly like, hey, I love you. The next day, I don't want to be with you anymore. It's brutal, but it is her right to make that decision. Oh, Vaughn. Thank you for the preemptive because of the word. Bunny's cool. I trust their judgment, but I get it. It could be a bit of an offensive term. Yeah. I feel you. Bunny, you good? Don't take it personally. We just don't want to, don't want to drop anything and then have someone be like, hey, what the fuck? 2 beautiful cats, a partner I see when possible with our atypical situation, oh shit, which is very funny, and a house I'm turning into a Malibu dream house cum art project. You're living it up. I'm good. I was in ads. Yeah, no. Like, just don't take it personally that the message was deleted. It's just because there's a term in there. Not everybody is comfortable with that word, or they could be like, Don't want to step on anybody's toes. Vaughn, good judgment. Base judgment. But yeah, like, if you want to do your thing, right? Like, to each their own. As long as you're not intruding on anybody, impeding on anybody's happiness, fucking do you, right? Kind of spitting, all I want is a house with someone who loves me, that's all I want. That's fair. Simple things like Usher made a good song. Ah, yes, the warrior poet Usher. I mean, it's kind of ironic. You talk about simple things and then you bring up Usher. That boy is a habitual line crosser. Usher, of all the musicians in the world, is always crossing the... I had to burp there, I'm sorry. Usher is always crossing the line. Dusk Stone BDSP. I need to find out where to get the Dust Stone so that I can evolve my Murkrow. Veilstone, head south, go to the beach, 2 tubers, head to your left. When you're on the other side, go underground, you'll access a new set of caves and there's dust. What? There's a Dusk Stone just chilling here somewhere, apparently. We've already kind of hit, like, where we can go here, so let's go over there. It said it was near here. There's just a fucking Dust Stone here. Honestly, the dream, but I think honestly I'm too cynical to believe in even just that just now. Waffle House, I know how you feel. I've been there, and I like... all I can say is to each their own, right? Maybe the best advice I ever got in my entire life came from a staff sergeant when I was enlisting in the Marine Corps. His name was Staff Sergeant Agramonte, right? He was Hispanic. And he gave me the best advice I ever got in my life. I was in high school. I was very lovesick. I was like, oh my god, I can't get this girl out of my mind. I'm the kind of person, like, listen, if I really like somebody, I will fall for them. I'm a bit of a romantic and all that good shit. But there is an unhealthy level of that, right? There is a very unhealthy level of love that you can feel for somebody where it's like, listen, you are a grown-ass adult. You need to fucking get your priorities straight. Huh? Oh, it's just points. I thought it was a Dust Stone. I was gonna be like, let's go! There's a Dust Stone here, and we need it for Murkrow so that it can evolve into Hunchcraw. And then our beautiful little boss bitch can evolve into something far more sinister. At least that's what the guy on Reddit said, and Reddit has never lied to me before, but we'll see. Isn't the underground cool as shit? Look at this. Dude, we could get a Gligar if I wanted. Because technically we can claim a Pokemon here. Let's go. If I need a Gligar, I might come here. It's a ground flying type. My team doesn't really... my team do not be hurting for that right now, so like, it's okay. There we go. Catch up with the chat real quick. Just want them apple bottom jeans and ability to beat the girlfriend slash wife. Whoa, that took a fucking turn. Did I miss a comment, or when did this happen? You know how it be out here sometimes. I do. It the dating scene is tough, man. When my like literally Waffle House, just like you, I was in a very serious relationship. Things didn't work out, and I was a free agent for a little bit, right? I was around the block, as the kids like to say. But it's not easy, you know. I was able to go on dates, but sometimes you're not compatible with people. Sometimes the fucking the energy that you feel when you are on a date with somebody, that shit is not reciprocated. Maybe one person is more interested than another. I could talk to you guys about some of the worst dates that I've ever been on. There was one girl, again, not gonna name names because that would be rude as shit, and I don't have any hard feelings against any of them. There was a girl that she was pretty, she was smart, but this was the only time this ever happened. she wouldn't stop joking around. Like every single thing that she said was a joke. Everything that she would like talk about, it was always a joke. You could never have a serious conversation with her. I don't know if you guys have ever, even not even date, if you've ever been around somebody who they can't have a serious conversation, they can't have a normal conversation, everything was a joke. I was like, I'm gonna keep it 100. This was exhausting. I was fucking beat, bro. Because I'm over here like, you know, tell me about your family. What do you do for work? Like, you know, simple date stuff like, let me... Oh, no! I actually had a heart attack there. That could have been lights. I forget how strong Aber can be. If it were on par with my level, we would have lost Homeboy. We would have lost Homeboy instantly. Whatever, we're past that. You know what do be hurting? Your booty hole. That's the type of wit that people come to the Nacho stream for. I really am blessed with very intelligent people who have great conversations. I zoned out a bit. Can you repeat the advice? I'm so sorry. I don't remember what I said. What was it? Advice for dating? Oh my god, Dim Sum, no, thank you. You put me right on track. No. So I had a staff sergeant and he gave me advice and it was the best advice that I ever got, right? Are you ready for it? This was his advice. He looked at me and was like, yeah, you know, like I could tell you're feeling this girl, but it's a little distracting. And then he looked me in the eyes and he said this shit with dead seriousness. He was like, listen, man, if I were you, I would stop chasing the bitches. To clarify what he meant by that, he did not mean bitches as in like a derogatory term for women. He did not mean bitches as in like girls that suck, you know? When he says stop chasing the bitches, he literally meant stop dedicating so much time to trying to be in a relationship. That's what he meant. Stop dedicating so much of your day, so much of your fucking brain power to trying to be in a relationship. Focus on yourself, focus on what is important to your life long term. As in like, hey, if you're in school, focus on being in school. Why are you worried about being in a relationship while you're in school? Technically that should be secondary, right? Because if you're working on yourself, you will hopefully meet someone along the way. You don't have to put in as much effort to find or date somebody as you think when there's other more important things that you need to be focusing on in your life. That was the advice that he gave me. And I'll be honest, I took that to heart. I was like, yo, you're right. Why am I spending so much time thinking about this shit? I need to focus on being healthy so that I can go to boot camp. I need to focus on studying so that I don't flunk out when I take an exam. That is so much more important. And like, it's such a cliche to say this, but when you're not desperately looking for it, when you're not fucking consuming your everyday thinking about it, you might just find someone and you might vibe with that person, and then you won't feel the pressure to be like, listen, I like spending time with you. Would you like to go on a date with me? Like, let me treat you. Let's do something fun. Let's do something special, right? And then you spoil them, right? You go to fucking Olive Garden. You show them what a good time is. You feel me? But that's if you get to that point. But in all seriousness, like, you fucking focus on yourself. Focus on the important things in life that are a little more steady and guaranteed than a relationship. I'm not fighting these people. We already caught a Pokemon here, right? 212? Yeah, we already caught Wooper here. So this fucking mud is useless to us. God damn it. Can I give some advice to the fellas real quick? Some very real advice. I'm down. I already know everything there is to know about dating and relationships, but go right ahead. This isn't advice for me, clearly. This is advice for all the fellas out there who are watching the Nacho stream. I'm good though, but you can go ahead. I joke. What's up? As I mean, I don't even know your pronouns, nothing like that, or like what you're into, anything like that, but I'm assuming this is a lady's perspective on dating, or a lady's perspective. Yeah, there you go. Ladies also, it don't matter, the advice is good. There we go. Even better. Even better. Thank you for clarifying. Hit it. What do you have for us, wise Call of Duty gamer of the deep well? I love that. Listen, I have no idea why or how, but the conversations on stream tonight have been fucking all over the place. We talked about DC and Marvel. We talked about Pokemon, obviously. We talked about dating, relationships, friendships, things like that. We've been all over the place, and we're at 3 hours and 20 minutes. I am very grateful to all of you guys. You know, it's been a fun stream. I'm just take a moment to say I appreciate the streams where even though we joke and make funny comments, we also have these serious talks and just be real with each other. It is kind of a coincidence that we said that. Like, you know, I'm always down to have a serious conversation, but then at the flip of a hat, I'll be like, boobs and butts and boobies. You know, like, we're here to have a good time. Not everybody wants to hear like real talk, or at the very least, like, nobody wants to hear. Some people might not want to hear my opinion on relationships or Taylor Swift or DC or Marvel, blah blah blah, whatever. Whatever your reason for being here, thank you for being here. You know, I appreciate it. Muddy Water. I think Water Pulse is better. And then Scald is even better than that. Scald is so good, they had to rework it when Gen 9 came out. It was still busted in Gen 8, right? I don't remember what gen they changed it, but fucking Scald was maybe the best move in the game for way too long. So then they nerfed it into the dirt. Talk about any and everything without it being crazy all the time. It just feels nice. So this is a thing that I talked about way back in the day when I started streaming. I used to talk about how, you know, when I started streaming, I was trying to get into my comfort zone, try to like make the jokes that I want to make, talk about the things that I want to talk about. But at the same time, when you are a new streamer with 0 fucking viewers, you don't want to come off too bold off the bat, because you're gonna alienate a lot of people. Like, imagine you come into somebody's stream for the first time and they're just talking about like reading people's future by looking at their butts, right? Or like this whole thing about me and the meat, right? You guys have context, you guys know me, you guys know like when it's too far, when it's not far enough. You guys have a lot of the little details that allow me to finally be able to get a little wild, get a little crazy, and say some of the wild shit that makes the stream pop sometimes, right? I know we said a lot of crazy shit in just this stream, and it's been a fucking fun one. But you can't start off out the gates with that type of content. You know what I mean? You can't talk about the deep shit or the wild shit when you're growing. You need to find your audience. You need to make sure you're all on the right page, like the same page, and then you can go fucking bonkers. That's my advice. Waffle House, you with us? Message failed to send. I wonder why. I wonder why. I was waiting. I was like, I want to see this. Let me try again. I'm curious. I want to know. What could it be? What if it's like some extremely straightforward advice? It's like, listen, bro, shower at least once a day. Make sure to brush your teeth, trim your nails. Don't be smelling like corn chips and ass when you show up for your Topgolf date. Looking at you, Mike. I just came up with the first name I could think of. I'm like, yeah, you, Mike. I did it again. Is it too long? Send it to me as a whisper. I have no idea what it is, and I have no idea why it's not sending. It's not a mod thing where it's like holding it because it's spam. It's nothing like that. I'm on mobile, so I can't see anything. No, don't worry, Vaughn. It's literally just not showing it at all. Don't be a Yu-Gi-Oh player going to a tournament. Ew! Ew! Oh my god, I can see visible stink lines. You must play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Smash. Ew, stinky. You smell. Gross. Get out of here. Take a shower. Oh, baby. Funny enough, I do in fact play Yu-Gi-Oh! But I do shower. I like to think I don't smell, but that's my opinion. I can't verify that. Oh, can smell the community a mile away. That's big facts, bro. You wanna know what every single Yu-Gi-Oh player dresses like? They all wear button-down shirts, and usually like a Legend of Zelda shirt underneath it, and then they fucking wear like cargo shorts and a do-rag, and they have like a backpack or a knapsack, or if they're actually self-confident, they have a fanny pack. And any combination of these things means that they end up with they end up looking very peculiar, if you know what I mean. Ooh, Bug Buzz, that's a great move. All right, Waffle House has DM'd me their advice. I'm literally just gonna copy and paste it because it was, I think it's literally that your message was too long, and that's why Twitch was like, hey, I ain't reading all that. So I'm literally, because this is what you were trying to post, I'm just gonna copy, paste. Oh, it'll let me do, oh, it wouldn't let me do it. Oh shit. It's just too long. All right. If you were taking anyone out on a fucking date and somewhere like fucking a coffee shop for coffee, I feel like you could have sent this message if you just dropped the F word for coffee and chill, or Olive Garden or something like that. Like that just isn't cutting it for the other person. Like the act like that shit is beneath them. Do not ever feel the need to make concessions for them. In no fucking world is that okay from anyone, no matter who your date is. If they cannot appreciate the fact that you're trying to show them a good time and no stress, you will be met with nothing but further ass disrespect. Okay, I was close. You'll be met with nothing but further disrespect if you try and fix the issues with the date and pursue the relationship further. That's all. That's pretty sage advice, I'd say. That's pretty based, right? There is this whole disgusting, corny fucking culture of like, fellas, if you're on a date and your date does this, or if your date does that, is that a deal breaker? Blah blah blah. And more than half the time, it is the most innocent, soft, harmless fucking things. Where it's like, ladies, if you're on a date with a man and he orders dessert, is that a red flag? Why are you as a man enjoying sweets? Red flag. And it's like, fuck off. But that's like not exactly what you're talking about, but I know what you're saying, right? Where it's like, hey, let's go on a date to like get some coffee, sit down and talk, right? For some people, that quality time is valuable. You are taking time out of your day to get to know somebody better, to make an intimate connection with them, you know? God forbid the other person goes, nah, fuck that. We gotta do it big. You don't gotta do it big. What the fuck? Just to your point, right? One of the very first girls that I started dating after my long-term relationship, we went on a date. We just went to a restaurant to eat and talk and get to know each other. It was cool. We would text, we would call each other, little shit like that. But then I was like, hey, let's go on a date. Do you want to go do this? And I think at the time I was like, I had just found like an axe throwing place. And I was like, ooh, look at me. I'm interesting. Let's do this. You know, but I really did find it like, wait, this is an interesting thing to do. Let's do it. And she was like, ew, no, I don't want to get sweaty on a date. I don't want to go axe throwing. And I go, oh, okay, my bad. Red flag, but my bad. So I go, all right, what would you like to do then? How about we go... What the fuck did I suggest? Let's go bowling. No, same thing. It's like, I don't want to get sweaty on a date. I'm like, okay. What the fuck do you want to do then? I dropped the F part because, you know, me, I'm trying to have I'm trying to have a callback. But instead, I'm going, hey, do you want to go eat at this place? She's like, no, we already did that. Okay, do you want to do this? No, I don't want to get sweaty. Okay, do you want to do this third thing? And she's like, no. She would shoot down every single thing that I suggested for a date. But then when I went, okay, you tell me, what do you want to do? She couldn't come up with anything. She couldn't give me a fucking suggestion for a date. And it's 2025, bro. Don't be doing this bullshit of like, oh, well, the man has to decide, anything like that. I don't know. You tell me. What do you want to do? Do you want to hang out, watch some movies? Do you want to go out somewhere? Do you want to try a new place to eat or something like that? Fucking say that. You're a grown-ass man or a grown-ass woman. Fucking talk like an adult. Tell me, what do you want to do? Why the fuck can a man not enjoy fucking yummy num-nums on the, you know? It's this stupid-ass thing in the culture where it's like, men can't be seen enjoying things. I wish I was exaggerating. I'm dead-ass not. How about we rob a bank? Yeah, is that exciting enough for you? You fucking stick in the mud? Yeah, how about I play Elden Ring, except every time I die, I have to stick my hand in a jar full of hornets, and you have to kick the jar. That's the date. Is that fucking exciting enough for you? No? How about Olive Garden? Shut the fuck up then. It's fucking crazy, dude. Axe throwing would be flames. I agree. Axe throwing is heat. I've done it. It's fun. Fellas, ladies, if you ever want a fun date idea, look for the nearest axe throwing place. It's not that expensive. You get like an hour, maybe 2 hours, and it's a very fun thing because everybody's bad at it. Anybody who lies about being good at axe throwing is either lying or they are a character in Dead by Daylight. And there is no in between. So fucking go do that. I'm a very simple man. A lady can suggest a simple picnic and walk in the park and I'll have a big ass smile on my face. Yeah. Listen, I'm a bit of a homebody. If we're being honest, I like chilling, right? I like, let's go to a restaurant, let's talk and have a good time. But I am more than happy, like, yo, let's just stay in, right? Let's order some food. Let's cuddle up, you feel me? I'm a big boy, right? You know? I'll keep you warm. And let's fucking let's watch anime. Here, babe. Let me put on Studio Ghibli. Your masculinity is invalid if you drink lemonade or wash your ass. Twitter. Dude, there is an incredible series that is hilarious where it's somebody who automatically, like, they'll watch these stupid fucking dating advice things that say like men shouldn't wear shorts, men shouldn't wear the color khaki, men shouldn't wear pink, men shouldn't drink lemonade, or why are you as a man well groomed, why are your nails clean, stupid fucking shit like that. And then the guy will zoom out to his notes app and it'll be like, note 1045, men aren't allowed to giggle. Why are you as a man giggling? Is something so funny that you laugh like a woman does? You wouldn't catch me doing that. Most of the time, ladies are the ones you hear about complaining over Olive Garden making some cheap, right? Which, why Olive Garden bomb as fuck. Listen, I know Olive Garden gets a bad rap. It's tasty food, you know? It's tasty food at an affordable price. You don't gotta do it big, right? But hear me out. I need a real honest opinion. Let me know. As long as you keep it under 500 characters, I can give you my honest opinion. We ain't even gotta go out and make dinner at home and watch a movie or TV show. Sounds like a full night to me. Yeah, I think that's a very key thing to like, look, this entire conversation we're having, we can really boil it down to one thing. Spending quality time with a person you like or care about is, like, regardless of what you're doing with that person, spending time with that person is all that matters, right? Granted, like, I don't want to be boring or bore the person I'm dating. I want to be like, yo, let's go out and do something. Let's celebrate. Let's go to the beach. Let's have some fun. Let's fucking, like I said, axe throwing. I want to do a fucking escape room at some point. There are so many fucking routes and things to do. But sometimes, you know, it's hard out here. The economy is bad. It's only gonna get worse from here. I'm gonna keep it 100. So if you want to save money, stay inside, cook some food. That can be cute. That can be fun. That could be romantic, right? I've never seen a stock photo of a man laughing over his salad, therefore. Oh, yeah? I know you say that because you've definitely seen it, but I gotta pull it up now. Man laughing with salad. Uh-oh. Fellas, why are you as a man thinking that this shit is okay? Do I see a man smiling and he's eating salad? What a fucking creep. It's not a real man. Why isn't he sulking over a burger or brooding with a fucking cigarette and alcohol? Why is it that in movies, whenever like a couple breaks up, the man is portrayed as like he picks up smoking and his life is complete despair, and then the woman is depicted as like, bro, this is the greatest thing that ever happened to me? It's fucked up, bro. Can men get a dub? I might be biting off more than I could chew, but I'm gonna beat these rich fucks into the dirt. The two genders laughing over salad or smoking Marlboro Reds. Pick your choice, Western man. Why did I get looked at as a fucking weirdo when a date had to be canceled because I got real fucking sick and was stuck to my house for a couple days? I suggested we DoorDash each other at the same time and play games on Discord instead and be cute and cozy in our zone instead. You sound like a catch. Hopefully the ads didn't just activate while we were talking, but no, that sounds sweet. That sounds cute. You're like trying to still be... You are trying to still be like, let's do something together even if we are separate, right? What the fuck is the problem with that? I don't see why that's fucking weird. I think maybe you were, you may have been dating somebody who was like, no, that's not good enough, no. Maybe they had some fucking stupid expectations, I don't know. I don't see a single problem with that. Not even a little bit. Frankly, she sounds like a bitch. Ah. So it's a he bitch. I bet his ass wore fucking slippers in the summer. Not a very masculine thing. Fellas, let me keep it real. Why are you, as a man, making money? Isn't that a little sus? Why are you, as a man, collecting pictures of other men and then equating a monetary value to it? It's a little gay if you ask me. I don't know. Jokes. But I did see that one time and I was like, that's so fucking stupid. Why are you, as a man, collecting money? It's pictures of other men. Because I like making money? Ah, so you like collecting pictures of men because it makes you feel good. Sus. Very interesting of you, Owens. Very interesting indeed. Oh, we can't get that yet. I feel no need to fight these people because they are of a lower status than I am, and I'm literally better than them. Is this a new route? No, this whole fucking strip is Route 212, huh? At this point, we could just fly to Hardhome. We don't need to fucking... You dig? Because I like making money. Pause. In that context, that's wild. Gotcha. Haha. You're secretly gay because you like collecting pictures of men. I'm kidding. But I did see a lot of stupid shit where it's like, fellas, why are you as a man drinking water? I mean, men are 93% water. That's like wanting another man inside your body. And we all know that's gay. Binks and I are peas in a pod. We're straight as nails, but 10,000% can appreciate the beauty of a well-crafted woman and well-crafted personality. That's why we're each other's baby girls. You and Binks hit it off. That is big facts. Hold on, we need to see what is next in the Nuzlocke. We can fight Fantina, who is the French gym leader. She has a level 32 Driftblim who will probably get one shot by our Alakazam, maybe. She has a level 34 Gengar, that's a little scary, with Dazzling Gleam, that's a red flag. Sludge Bomb and Shadow Claw, and she has Colbur Berry, Zoom Lens, and Expert Belt. Okay. Alright, let's see what we're dealing with. Driftblim, we can easily one-shot with, like, we could even bring Golem, but it might use Will-O-Wisp for Strength Staff, and then it becomes a fucking slog. I don't want to deal with that. We could do... What level 34? What level is our 32? Okay. So she needs to level up a little bit, honestly. Don't I have the Versus Seeker in this game already, or no? I don't think I do. Oh, I do! Swag! That means I can re-challenge trainers to try and level up. That's good. Back to what I was saying. Driftblim gets taken down by Graveler or Doctor Strange or Ignis or Girl Boss or Tupac. Anybody on the team can win. Alright? Gengar gets taken down by a single Doctor Strange Psychic. I'm not worried about Gengar whatsoever. Miss Magus, kind of a problem. Dazzling Gleam kind of puts a damper on using Girl Boss. Magical Leaf means I can't use Tupac or the Thing. I think we go Ignis. Because Dazzling Gleam will at least be neutral damage. It's gonna hit hard because it's a fucking Miss Magus. But Ignis might be my best bet, and then we just hit her really, really, really hard. And we might be okay. The Dazzling Gleam is what puts a damper on this entire plan. Shit. Back to the stream. I saw a clip of this British dude doing like fellas after fellas, yelling louder each time in the mic. That's what I was doing, yeah. Fellas! Why are you, as a man, doing X, doing Y, doing Z? It's like, bro, if you're a man, you can't get away with fucking nothing. Steel Wing, Attract, Volt Switch, Thief. Does he not naturally learn Thief? No. Matter of fact, Murkrow doesn't learn anything good for a minute, yo. What the fuck? It learns Night Slash at 55 and Dark Pulse at 80. We're not gonna get to that point. Uh-oh. Murkrow's cool, but its move pool is fucking buns. I think we get to level 35 when it learns Air Cutter, and then we evolve it. Because after that, it gets Mean Look and Foul Play. We don't care. I could also teach it fucking Thief. Because Thief is better than Assurance. It's literally like objectively better. This is not a good move pool. Yeah, see? Assurance for Thief. Shiest. Maybe I can teach it Dark Pulse through a TM. Oh boy. Yup. Roost. No, it's not a bulky enough Pokemon to do that. Fantina's team is kind of nuts. It's a little crazy. It's a little crazy because it has a pretty versatile... The Dazzling Gleam is the problem. We are a little over leveled. It can't be helped. I'm not gonna cry about it. We can lead with Girl Boss, fight the Drifblim, fucking probably one-shot it because Drifblim has butt cheeks defense. I would like to evolve though. We hit 35 and then we evolve Murkrow. Gengar, we take down with Doctor Strange, open and shut. Technically, we could stay in. I could do something shiesty here. I could stay in as Doctor Strange because it doesn't have a psychic type move that it can do like immediately. It has Phantom Force, which means that it will take one turn, go invisible, take the other turn to attack. I could attack with Doctor Strange, go into Ignis because ghost type moves don't work on fighting types, and then I'm sure that Ignis outspeed Miss Magus and goes for the KO. And either way, Dazzling Gleam should not be able to one-hit KO. That's the plan. Now, we just need to execute the plan. Oh, my bad. Save the game because it's been a fucking while since we've done that. Fellas, it is in fact that time of the night. What did you guys think of stream today? Let me pull my my cards in Pocket TCG, but what did you guys think of stream today? This is gonna sound so stupid, but every single time that it is a Monday, I'm always worried. I'm like, bro, what if I completely forgot how to stream? What if I'm bad at this now? Let's pull. Good stream. Thank you, Bunny. Thank you. You guys kept me entertained, and I do appreciate that. I have not slept since Saturday night. I'm gonna try to get a good night's rest, and then I have a long ass drive to the new job, and then I am going to have to drive back. So keep an eye on the Discord. Oh, Moshi. Keep an eye on the Discord because I will keep an eye on the Discord because if I run into traffic, if I run into anything that will cause me to be late on stream, I want you guys to know. I want you guys to be able to like be aware of that because I'll probably have to start stream a little later tomorrow because of that. Hopefully not, right? Fingers crossed, hopefully not, but it's not up to me. But let's raid out. I have the perfect raid target. This is a streamer that raided to us and then they have not streamed at all. And I have literally not been able to watch them because they have not gone live since. This is Noodle Noms. Me and them, we did seem to hit it off. So I kind of want to return the favor, kind of cross-pollinate some of the stream things, you know what I mean? What should we make the raid message? Do we just hit him with the goon haunts you? Is that the impression I want to make on the new person? I'm not sure. But Noodle Noms, they seem to be full of energy and good times, so let's raid out to them, okay? Stream was absolute fire. That's what's up. Even if you start late, I as the Dark Vengeance will be there. You guys fucking rock, seriously. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the Nuzlocke. We will stream tomorrow. Just I don't know when start time will be, but we will stream tomorrow. Love you all. Have a good night. Be safe. Peace out. Bye. Bye-bye.